What's up,
Hey,
everybody? We're here with the McAllen family. We're here with the McAllen family. They're live
Yes,
in
sir.
Georgia. You hear the crickets in
Yes,
the
sir.
background. Hear the
That's
chirping in the
it.
background.
Yeah.
yeah,
It don't
exactly.
matter how city you are in Georgia, you're gonna hear crickets, man. It don't
And
matter.
It's that heat.
yep,
They like
Yep.
it.
it's the same way out here. It's the same way
Yeah.
out here. Yep. So we got the South Side represented. We got Georgia in the house. We got Arkansas. I'm in Arkansas, and Deuce is out in the West Coast in Cali. He's out in Cali.
And it feels like the South, man. I was telling my
Yeah.
neighbor, man, it feels like Florida out here right now. All the humidity.
Dang,
I
Shit.
bet. I bet.
it's
Yeah, it's
so
supposed to be
rough.
raining out there, ain't it?
Yeah, but bro, I literally just got out the shower. When I went out, as soon as I got outside, it felt like I needed another shower. I was like,
Yeah,
God dang, what is
that's
this? How y'all
exactly
That's
live through this? This is
every day.
every
Yeah.
day.
yeah,
And,
I've
and then
heard.
you think it would go away like in the winter, but no, man. It's all that humidity just turns where it's freezing cold in the winter. So you
Ground's
walk out
ground's
and it's
frosted every day. Ground's
yeah, it's
frosted
wet
every day.
cold.
My
Frosted every day.
goodness.
Ground
Terrible.
frosted every day.
And we
We
in
get that Gulf
February.
Stream over here. That
It's
Gulf
rough
Stream.
for
Dang.
real. It's terrible.
Yeah,
Y'all,
Yep.
y'all skin must be have adapted to that because I don't think I can handle this for more than one day, bro.
no,
Mm-mm.
not really. You
Nah.
you would think the longer you're here, the more you would adapt to this stuff. But no, we could literally go through all four seasons in one whole day.
Mhm.
So I'm sure
All
you'll
right,
still never
wow,
know
And my
wow.
and my family's my family's been here for 4 or 5 generations, and I still get sunburnt in the winter, bro. It does not
it.
matter,
Does
man.
not
In the
It
winter.
does, yeah, I sunburn in the winter, bro. Like it does not matter, man. It's just like if the sun's
Yeah,
out, I still got to put a hat on because my nose will be burnt and everything, be red, and I'm like, why are you red? It's
That's
35
why
degrees
I never
outside.
get to enjoy
right,
the
right.
tropical places in the
I
world.
don't go to
We
the
cannot
beach.
handle it. We got
No.
to
I
wait
don't
till
like the beach
fall.
either.
We
I
always
ain't
get
about the beach
pictures in the
either.
Yeah,
mountains.
Mm-mm. It's
yeah.
I
just
prefer
sand, man.
rocks. I prefer
Uh,
I
rocks.
know.
This
for
guy right
real.
here.
Trees, rocks, mountain. I'm into
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
I'm on the
man. Beach.
woods. I want the
Yeah,
woods.
yeah. Get to the beach and all it is, it's like I'm getting hit by two suns because the sun's hitting the sand,
Oh,
and then I'm
reflected off
getting
the
hit. Yeah,
stand.
man, I'm burnt, man, and then it's next thing you know, it's like I'm like a lobster, bro. Like my pretty much all my family's like from Northern Ireland, man. So like we that's like where white
Ah,
people were invented or
yeah.
something, bro. Like it's that bad,
It
bro.
wasn't the burn, it wasn't the tan. It's just the burn and the burn.
It's that
I feel
bad.
it. I understand.
I never
Yes.
tan.
So
Yeah,
Deuce,
I don't
he,
need
he
that.
he's like a historian for Irish culture. Like I mean, for real. Like his family runs deep. The legacy's like it's real. Like he's real. Like
So
we were talking about it in the show. So here's that book I was telling you about. So like this is a book. Let me turn off the green screen. Well, you might be able to see it like that. But it's
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
like
yeah, oh yeah.
it's our entire family history right here, and everybody's like
That's
like
dope.
birthday. Oh, I can't see it. It's got everybody's
Yeah,
birth
expand it.
dates and death
That's
dates and stuff like
crazy.
that.
Yeah, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's wild
So
right
so
there.
who keeps track of all that in your family?
Good
Well,
question.
nobody has since 1983.
Wow.
So this is from 1592 to 1983.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
when my granny passed in 2014, she kind of like just left all like the documents and stuff to me. Like they made sure I came over there. My uncle was like, "This is all for you. You know what to do with
Right.
it." And so it's me and my great aunt, Linda. We keep up with all of that stuff.
Yeah. So I'm about to track down like my dad's generations of the kids in there. There was none. There was two brothers that came over from Ireland. They were just half brothers after got through reading this, and
Yeah.
the it talks about the father sent the family documents with him, like he wanted to live on. He wanted to
That's
live on in a different area, and they sent the family documents with him. Goes
that's
back to
dope.
Wow.
1552.
That's,
Yeah.
You ever want to visit? Have you visited yet?
No, I've never visited. I'd love to visit though. I really would.
Right.
I really would. Have you ever been?
No, we're planning on
next year.
possibly going the next year or
I got,
2 years. We're trying to plan that out
I've done a lot of work over there, like with the Irish hip hop scene. So
Oh
I've
yeah.
worked with like, yeah, I worked with like Rob Kelly, Jared I2, Muggsy, man, like guys over there that's been doing stuff. Rob Kelly was actually like unsigned hype, man, and like XXL, like all types of like years back, man. Like
Yeah.
done records, man, with like Sean Price, Memphis Bleak, like all types of dudes, bro. And like
Sure.
just kind of had a whole like.
Yeah, I got a show going over there. Get paid to go.
Man, I would love to. I would love to, man.
Spits it out. Yes.
Yeah, like I would want to. It's like I've been so many places, but like she was saying to me the other day, she's like, we go all these places, but we don't never get to like enjoy the place. It's always like you show up, then you got sound check, then you show up, and then you got the meet and greet. And every time you're at the meet and greet, all people want to do is buy you shots and hang out with you.
Oh
like,
yeah, they want
to
to
like
party
with you.
Yeah.
Because somehow or another, I got this thing where people just think like my whole life is just a drunken Jameson fest or something like that, and it's like,
we have our moments.
Like, don't get me wrong, like I tie one on every now and then, but I ain't like, come on now, like it's like not every day I'm sitting here drinking. I don't get up in the morning like I should have some Jameson.
Piss excellence.
Like yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you would die in this kind of heat down here if I was drinking Jameson every day, man. Like,
Right. That's
crazy.
Funny. Yeah. So I mean,
but it is kind of hard though because I'm sitting here right now. Sitting right
there. Of course. But so like, how did you get your musical start, man? How did it all begin? Like, what was?
Man, I started, man, when I was probably like seriously doing it when I was like 16, 17 years old. I started writing. I was actually writing hooks and working with JT Money had a record label. I don't know if y'all remember JT Money.
Oh yeah, without doubt.
He started a label called Crunk City Records, and he was in Atlanta. So I was coming in and writing hooks for his like first group. I would write hooks, rap, and do all types of stuff, and then started featuring. And then I hit his producer that was working at the time. Worked with all types of guys, man. Women, Bobby Brown, all types of people, man. Everybody.
Right.
And so I just started making my rounds, and then ended up doing like Legion of Doom mixtapes, Super Friend, like all of those mixtapes, man. Just me and my brother. It was just me and my brother at that time, like my blood brother. And like, so he's like this freckled ginger, and then I'm in there, like, you know. So we were like in the craziest places too. Like we ended up on tour with like Yin Yang Twins and all types of stuff, and just hustling, man.
Dang. So what's your brother's rap name?
He started, man. He was Young Jay. We just call him Kudzu now.
Okay.
Because Georgia's full of kudzu, but our part of the country, part of Boondock Kings, like he just every time he gets drunk, like he tries to pick my brother up like this, like a baby, and he's like, man, he's mine. His name is Kudzu because I found him in a kudzu patch. He's like, I fed him and watered him.
What is that?
Now he's mine. It's the worst thing that anybody ever planted in America. It wasn't planted, it came over. Yeah, it came over. Like they put it here because they thought it would like take stuff out, but it really just is like it grows like a foot almost a day or some crap like that.
I know what you're talking about.
It's
got the heart shape.
I gotta Google this.
The heart shape.
Bro, yes. Man, power lines, everything. It's all over North Georgia, man. North Alabama too.
In the Ozark Mountains as well. Ozark Mountains as well. So yeah, over here in these.
How do you spell it, bro? What is it called again?
Kudzu.
It's with a K.
Kudzu.
I've never heard of this, man. 40
It takes over. It'll smother a tree in a year.
It's bad.
Bruh.
And you can't kill
a tree in a year.
You can't even kill it.
No.
It like comes back.
Whatever. Yeah. Agent Orange will get rid of it, but then everybody dying and throwing three
Agent
eyes.
Orange, damn.
Oh yeah.
That's how bad. It's like bamboo too. Like don't ever plant bamboo in your yard. That is like the dumbest thing ever. Like it grows so fast, man.
Like every time I drive by somebody with bamboo, I'm always thinking like, dude, they gotta cut that shit back. Like you can't help it. Yeah, they
I
grow
also
so
regular
fast.
house ones that had it, and it was like as soon as you cut it,
like
right back.
I love my northern people too, man. I know we're on a tangents about plants, but when you move to North Georgia,
Educational. I'm enjoying
stop planting palm trees.
Please.
When have you walked around?
oh,
When have you walked around? Like, when you walk around, man, you ain't never just been walking through a
Yeah.
pine or oak forest and said, "Damn, that's a pine tree." I mean, palm tree,
Stop
man. You don't
putting
do
out
that.
Flamingos.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not native.
Yeah.
We don't
It's
do
not
any of
cool.
that. Like,
No.
no. Like, especially if you live in a decent part of town now. Like, I see, like, man, there be somebody that moved here from like Long Island, man, and they'll have like flamingos and a palm tree. I'm like,
Oh,
to us, man, I'm like, I moved to this community so I don't have to look at this, man. We don't live in a trailer park no more. Stop doing this.
Oh wow.
We don't want to see this.
Yeah, they got the
Yeah, man.
flamingos
They're
and
yard,
the little bird bath out in the front.
Yeah, I'm not trying to, because my mother-in-law lives next door, and she got some flamingos too in her yard, and I'd be wanting to kick them over every time. We ride through with the truck, just
No, my experience with flamingos in the neighborhood is always just going and randomly moving them, so that way it's
Right.
different to me. Just so it looks different to me. So if I gotta look at them, I want them to at least fucking move around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So like I'll walk over there and like move them around at night. You know, just for the fuck
Oh
up.
yeah. I don't want to see this shit when I wake up.
Nowadays it'd be funny. Now it'd be funny if it was on those bell ring cams. You know, like somebody just coming up, like it'd be a TikTok, it'd go viral. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Everybody got those now.
Somebody look like you having like some kind of damn mental health crisis, and you out there kicking the shit out of damn flamingos in the yard.
So like my town I grew up in, you know, y'all kind of country, and I'm kind of country out here too. But we'd go like in high school and stuff. We'd go during like homecoming week and stuff. We'd ride around in a truck and we'd grab all the flamingos out of people's yards and like put them in the head coach's front yard.
That's great.
oh,
Like collect all the for sale signs and stuff in people's in the neighborhoods and stuff. And go put it in their front yard.
Man, they used to get my mother-in-law so bad. You remember the deers? They would always like set the deers like they were like mating in the front yard, man. Like every year, man, all the kids in the neighborhood, they would just be like putting them on there. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like I would just pull up in the yard and be like, man, they got her again, man. Like it's like, come on, man.
This is country hip hop right here. This is real.
Yeah, man.
Hey, hip hop was in the South, bro. Because everything while you were doing all of that, you were probably listening to some country music or listening to some country rap music like UGK, some country rap tunes, some 3 6 Mafias, some Master
real
P.
country rap. Yeah,
You
real country rap.
Real country rap. Outkast, Goody Mob. Yeah, so JT Money was originally from Miami, wasn't he? What did he big in the Miami scene?
Yeah, man. He was like the lead dude in Poison Clan. Shake what your mama gave you, all that type of stuff, man.
Yeah,
Luke put him on and stuff, and then everybody kind of fell away, and then he started doing what was it, that Who That? He did that Who That record. He had a song with Big Gip too, man. Big Gip had his line in that. Then he was like, I walk with my hat low through a crowd that I don't know. Man, that shit stuck with me for years, man. Like that was like one of the dopest things I had ever heard in my life, when he just how he flowed on it. Cause you know, JT was all like super crunk, and then Atlanta's known for crunk music, but like Big Gip came in and did something completely different with it. So man, that was like, I used to love that video too, bro.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah. Gip had a completely unique style that was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it was like an old dirty bastard. There was like really no father to it. There was nobody like he could say he like took that from, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was completely unique.
Like that's what Dungeon Family did. I mean, I love like it's like a mixture of like country music, the
soul,
soul music, the basis of hip hop, man, and then it's also very, me as a proud like Irish, Scottish descent dude. I love the Afrocentric stuff that they were doing. They were doing it way before like anybody else was doing that type of stuff. And then
correct.
And that's when I had, and that's when I love, it was just different to everything that we were getting like from New York and all this other stuff, man. It wasn't based in, it was just kind of like real life stuff that everybody gonna do. Like even the skits, like when he was like Big Gip was talking about, like, when you come out, you pour some of your 40 out and then you throw that shit in. He's like, man, what you doing? Like just fucking up the hood and all types of stuff, man. And all like that's real life stuff, man. So
Yep.
And very relatable.
Yeah.
Very relatable.
We were talking about it with Smokey Joe, another Atlanta artist, one day about Cujo's verse, and just the first time I ever heard the Goody Mob period on the radio was Cell Therapy, and that freaking Cujo verse at the very beginning. I'm like, did you feel like he like really is talking to you? Like he's really talking to you, like
man.
Like everybody felt that. Everybody felt that.
Well, I mean, like so I think Soul Food might be one of the most underrated albums like ever, like for like just hip hop. Me and my brother stayed over last night. He got a little too hammered, man. We was out here working on the truck, man, and then he got a little. So we end up in the garage till 2:30 in the morning. We in there. Give me your top 5, top 10 rap albums and all that stuff. Next thing you know, man, we're listening to like every Wu-Tang album ever. And I'm like, at some point, I'm like, man, we got to go to bed, man. We sitting here listening to old Raekwon verses right now from like 98, bro. What are we doing? Like mixtape verses, bro. Like, did he just spit on somebody else's verse? I'm like, he's like, you hear that? And I'm like, I was like, you don't even rap no more. Like, you more excited about this than I am. I'm trying to go to bed.
You just summed up me and Deuce's show like in a nutshell. That's our show. Like we get together on Saturday nights to sit here and have those exact discussions right there. Like,
see now, Stephanie, she'll give you like more of like the R&B stuff. She loves hip hop.
Okay.
She loves hip hop, but she gonna do the R&B soul.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you on the soul. I mean,
she catches me every now and then. I'll be doing little TikToks, man, and everything, man.
Every now and again, I can catch you on a karaoke night. We'll have a Friday night karaoke.
Don't play Monica around me, bro. Like I'll sing every word, bro.
I got a TikTok right now. I'm talking about I was gonna cut him because she came on and he was just like, I was like,
bro,
sir, that's his celebrity crush.
just one of those days, man. Like as soon as that video comes on, I'm sitting there like this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna share.
I gotta be honest. I didn't know what she was talking about when I first heard that song. Somebody had to break it to me years later. I was like, "Oh, that's what she's talking about."
I'm gonna share my
what's up, KB?
My playlist. KB the legend right there. She's been down with us for years, y'all. She's a content creator from Atlanta, Georgia. That lives out in Cali now. She lives in Cali now. She's raising her son out there. And she's an amazing person.
Talented.
Way better weather. That's
where,
smart.
Cali?
Yeah, Cali is way better.
Yeah, she talks about that. She talks about that.
Oh.
So here is I'm gonna drop this link in the chat. Y'all can come back and get it later in the playback if you want to. It's early at the 20-minute mark. That's my open Spotify. That's my Skelly Soul. That's my Skelly Soul playlist right there.
There you go.
And it starts off obviously the very first song is Bill Withers' "Ain't No Sunshine" was the very first song. But it's about 6 hours and it's 6 hours and 18 minutes worth of soul though.
Right,
so you picked all of those and put those in there. That's Spotify.
Oh no, yeah, every one of them individually.
That's cool.
Yeah, along the way, Bobby Blue Bland, Ray Charles, Donny Hathaway, Nina Simone.
Oh,
best Christmas song ever.
Otis
Hathaway.
Yes.
So like I got the soul. I'm in the soul for real. Like that's my favorite. That's what I love hip hop too. Like as a kid, like it was rebellious. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Like we didn't have like a hip hop scene where people were rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I didn't have that. So all I had was the music. But if they painted a picture that was beautiful and amazing, and I like the positivity, I like the twist on positivity.
Mhm.
Then that's what it's all about to me. So
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to listen to like R&B soul music nowadays because it feels like
it's so blended.
it,
Everything's
yeah,
hip hop now, bro. Everything's hip hop
Yeah.
now. Country's hip hop, like rock and roll's hip hop, like
it's
pop's hip
yeah,
hop.
it's just pop, bro. Like to me, it's just like when you listen to it, it's so watered down. There's no nothing. There's nothing to it. There's no substance to it,
Yeah.
and that really aggravates me. And that's me and her started doing music together. Like we've been married 18 years.
Oh
We've been
wow!
married 18 years, and we just
That's what's
Y'all
we
just
up.
celebrated an anniversary, right?
yeah we just yeah. You got no worries about me leaving your ass for a white girl though. It's just-
Stop. I'm like, you know, I know you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you do.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
but like but we just started doing music together like 3 years ago. Like she would do hooks every now and then. She would come to the studio, but then I'm just like, let's do something. Let's do something as a family. And then my brother came back to rapping a little bit, and so he still slides through the studio. Like he even popped up on the that last record that we did with Teacher on that R&R. That's my brother on the third
Okay.
verse. Yeah,
Okay.
that's him. We don't normally just say featuring Kudzu because he's still a member of the group. We just he don't.
He's semi-retired, but upon request.
Yeah, he's like that weird Master Killer verse that you get out of nowhere, bro. Like when you listen to Wu-Tang, you're like,
Damn,
Master
Master
Killer,
Killer.
man. Like, but you know,
Yeah.
like he ain't on every record. Like he just be popping through. Like and you're like, does he don't show up for studio time or something? Like
You know what? Though? Master Killer. I think Master Killer and Deck have the most features on every solo. On like,
they
well, not the most features, but they appeared on the most albums of
yeah
every solo project there. Like, I mean, they showed up on everything.
yeah because what's his name?
Every Ghostface, every Raekwon, every Method
Who was
Man. Like
who did
Master
the
Killer
first?
was
Who
on
did
every
that record
episode.
with Raekwon and Ghostface? The one with
Capadonna,
Capadonna. We was listening to that
Mm.
last night, man, and
Pillars
Master Killer
was
I think was
shit.
he was on there. He was on the album, but that album is like ridiculous. Like we listened to like about half of it last night, and I was just like, where does all these albums just like slip through the cracks
The
when
cracks.
they start
Slip.
Yeah.
It didn't
when they
slip through
making
these
these lists?
cracks.
Yeah,
Man,
well that's what I'm
I'm a
saying.
woo head, bro. Like, like I'm
When
a
they
woo head, bro.
they don't make they don't make all these lists. I mean, you get Liquid Swords that makes everybody's list, which is
Right.
it should just as dope. You know what I'm saying? But like you don't get them on all these like top 50 lists. You always get like the Get Rich or Die Trying, the Blueprint. Not knocking any of those projects
No,
or
no, no,
nothing,
no. I get what
man.
you're saying, though. Yeah.
But it's to me, I think it's more about record sales to a lot of these lists than it is like
Yes.
about
Yeah.
the actual music. So I mean, don't get Rich or Die Trying should be in everybody's top 20, but because I
Well,
mean it's
it should be used
classic.
more. It should be synced more. It should be used in like all kinds of like commercials.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like it should
Oh
be.
yeah.
See, like those things, like although like the record sales, man, it was so miscued. Okay, so there would. I mean, all those songs were listened to a gazillion fucking times, but they were all on MP3s on somebody's computer.
Yep.
Like,
Facts.
CDs.
you know what I'm saying?
Burnt
Like
CDs.
they were on somebody's like micro. Those remember they had the little micro CDs, the little cassettes. You know, you could put a little. You know, they had the little those. You could put a bunch of like 500 songs on those things, dude.
Well, that was
And
like when people were building actual mixtapes, like was actually doing all of that stuff, and it was used as a promo tool more than anything. Because see, that's what people didn't understand is like really like because that's as part of being a part of the culture and being like in the hood and doing all that type of stuff. Mixtapes, man, you wasn't really trying to sell records like that. The hood tells pop music what's cool. And that's
Right.
all that it does. That's what the mixtape, and that these mixtape DJs I feel have forgot that. And that's when they started like trying to charge everybody. They wasn't going out and trying to find the dopest rappers like when we were
Well,
doing.
you know, it's deep. I don't know exactly how old you are, Danielle, but so like when I saw it, like I was in college when the Napster era hit, right? So like, so I was downloading all this stuff. I was DJing, you know. Of course, I was downloading all this stuff. Now, as a fan, I was also buying the art, the
Yeah,
CDs. So like you talking about Slim Cutta, you talking about Backbone, you talking about like that era of Atlanta's coming out was all being swiped off the Napster era.
facts.
And
Oh,
so those songs got like It's Okay and all those songs got
mhm.
millions of freaking plays. I mean millions of plays, but there's no documentation for it. Like you see what I'm saying? The problem was is the radios wasn't really in the streets and they were completely disconnected. So they
Mhm.
just kept pushing what they wanted and it gave them a lot of power. You know what I'm saying? And it
Oh,
took it completely away from the artist.
Damn.
It took it completely away from the artist. You know what I'm saying? It screwed them out of recouping money. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
it
I
was a
mean, I
huge
feel
setback for the industry. You know what I
Notoriety.
mean?
they're doing the same thing with Spotify now too. All these major labels on all the major playlists and all the other stuff now too. So it just is what it is. Like unless you, I mean, if a song goes viral, the song just goes viral, bro. It just happens. Like, and then the label can't do
Right.
anything with it, and then they just come, just like the what's his name, Ginger, that just did the song, the country song that's everywhere. Like,
Oh,
yeah, the
yeah, yeah,
rich,
yeah.
the north of rich, but it connected with a bunch of people, went viral, and the labels can't do nothing about that. But like you said though, there's a million records like that that would connect, but we just don't get the chance to hear them. It's just one every few months that'll pop through and then made that guy a millionaire overnight. But
Right.
like with these, like you said, when they started losing money, they wanted to get that power back. They had to
Mm-hmm.
get that power back, and
Right.
it, it's man, it makes it hard for independent artists right now. Like it's crazy
Yeah.
out here. Like
Almost
it's a nut.
impossible, bro.
Yeah,
Like it's a constant uphill battle.
yeah,
And it's like music is universal and music should be shared and spread I'm trying to think. I was gonna say like water, but we should all be able to. I liked how we when the computer age, we were able to have independent artists. You were able to go online, make a beat for yourself, actually create an entire song. Where back in the set, like before that, my dad and them, you had to have someone who knew how to play bass. You had to know someone that knew how to play drums, etc. Right? So that
yeah.
was a good thing, but then it
Yeah.
watered it
But
down, and
it
then they
made it
closed.
hard too.
Yeah,
It made it hard to
Yeah.
put together a good band, people that were
It's kind of the
creatively
same.
inspired.
It's kind of the same thing as like all this AI now. I mean,
yes. Oh
Yeah.
man,
it's
yeah.
it's just the same, but a different time, different
It's
generation, different.
it's evolving into something else
Right.
now. So
Yes,
and
yes.
it's a person like you were talking about Napster. I was like eighth, ninth grade, going into high school when all that stuff was like really big.
Yeah.
So you I've seen where it was all tapes, like it was like tapes out the trunk, like
Mm-hmm.
when I was in elementary school, and then I seen the whole like CDs things and mixtapes where
Mhm.
everybody doing the thing.
MP3.
Then I seen the whole download stage, and then kind of like then where they had to take it back from that, and then
They
I mean,
pivoted with the Apple, with the
yeah,
iPod iTunes. Got a little bit of money out of it at iTunes.
well,
Apple
that's what I'm saying,
capitalized.
and I
Yeah.
get why like artists was like pissed off at Napster, like
Oh yeah,
Metallica and
yeah,
all that. I get all that type of stuff. I mean, I would have been pissed, especially if I was a platinum selling artist, and then all of this you taking money out of my pocket and stuff. But like what my thing is with the mixtapes is what we had is you had like artists that were going out and getting it, and you wasn't buying slots for these. If this was hot in the streets, if you had enough people talking about it, then they were
yeah.
just picking it up. Like you go down like DJ Jelly had all these mixtapes all over. You didn't pay for
Mhm.
that. You didn't pay for any of those slots. He was just playing with it, and
Man,
he gonna make the money. He ain't gonna cut it with you, but he was selling all these mixtapes at every gas station in Metro Atlanta. Man, Gwinnett, DeKalb, Cobb, Fulton, you couldn't go a place where you didn't see mixtapes like that, man. Smurf, everybody, man.
That's
To
what
me, that was the golden time right there for like
all you
Atlanta.
needed was your name. All you
Yep.
needed was your name. If you had a name, you had, you know what I mean. You could go in anywhere. You know what I mean. Like it was like you had a pass. You had a creative artist pass, and you could just about do anything you wanted if you had your name.
Oh yeah,
You know
like
what I mean?
I love, like, there's a guy that y'all should check out, man, Scotty ATL. I don't know if y'all ever heard of him.
Look him up.
He,
Sounds familiar.
yeah, he does, like, he's more famous for doing grills like Paul Wall, but he's like a guy, he's a little younger than me, but I mean, he's been on big boy tours, everything like that. The local stations don't even play him at all, like these big stations and stuff, man. But he's out here making moves, doing all this other stuff, and he's built this grill company from the ground up. But this guy was selling out shows, like just selling his own tickets, like for Smith's Old Town Bar, all of that type of stuff. And you don't get no kind of love from like majors. It's in Atlanta, it's hard, like, because you are a tier 1 city. There is no you're the New York City of the South. Like, it's easier to get radio play in Montgomery and Macon and all that type of stuff than it is Atlanta.
Spaghetti Junction was one of his projects.
Yeah. Nah, his what's the one he just released?
2014. What says here? I don't know if this is completely accurate, but
yeah, it's he's got his own crew club,
no.
and they do everything.
He was with
he was with DJ Burn One for a long time.
Okay. It says Forever ATL in the Heart, released in 2013. And then collaborated with various notable artists, including Big Crit, B.O.B., Currency.
Okay.
I'm gonna look him up some more. Try to find some of his music. Check it out.
Oh, yeah,
sure.
like, dope.
Scotty
dope
ATL.
artist.
Check that
But
out.
like,
For sure.
But like I said, I mean, he ain't worried about, like, you gotta find, like, a lot of these artists don't understand that it's easier to just you get your career first. Like, you can't be broke hustling this no more. You got to do something else, and that's what a guy like him, he's gonna get respect anyway, because he's taking care of home first. He's building a business. He's doing that type of stuff, and that's kind of what people don't understand. You can't be on what do you call it, Facebook Live, asking people for $1. Like, what's wrong with you, man?
Oh my God, people do that? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I do it all the time, man. I be begging out. I just start sitting on these street corners, man.
Man, you wild, bro. You wild.
I'm about to get a sign.
Yeah,
hey, we got teacher preacher in the building. Says salute, salute teacher preacher.
What up?
Salute, brother.
Oh, yeah.
KB said it was. I don't want to skip KB's comment either. She says it was a bit gloomy today, but it was good to get a break from that heat. Facts.
Yep. There you go.
Come on, Paul, we're ready for you.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Miss Stephanie, can you get closer to the mic? I'm having trouble hearing you when you speak.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yeah, get close.
Oh yes.
Oh
yeah.
The mic is here.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? It might be the mic in the headset, isn't it?
I think it's actually.
You think is the mic in the earpiece?
Yes.
Yeah, it's right here.
Can you hear?
Hey, maybe flip it to your other ear, to the inside ear. I don't know if it's hers or his. It might be. He might just be just. Let's see if it sounds better now. Hopefully, I didn't just mess it up.
I don't even think you could switch AirPods like that, Skelly. It like detects which ear it's in and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, does it really? That's some technical stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Can you hear me now?
If y'all hear anything
That's
crazy.
perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Well, if y'all hear anything crazy, our neighbors sound like they fighting out here. That's hilarious.
Get it down.
Dang. Okay. I'm not the only one. Okay.
Yeah. Like I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna laugh, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I was like, I just walk back. I just laugh and walk back in. But like, okay, that was funny. That's one of my favorite things to do here, man. Is like there's so many like fast food fights, bro, that happen in fast food restaurants in Atlanta, bro. You just don't know where where it's gonna happen, man. Like
yeah, I don't visit fast food restaurants because I'm scared something's gonna go down there all the time. Like I don't want to get stuck in the line, bro. I don't want to get stuck.
Bro, the best ones ever like is Jimmy Carter, man. We saw some guy like steal a whole bag of food, bro, and it was like out back, bro. Like he was out back by the extended stage, just like smashing it with some other crazy looking dude on a bicycle.
They just come and steal your food, sit in the corner, eat your food.
Dang, just run through. They run through and steal your food.
Yeah, bro, just snatch.
We saw it happen. We were eating for lunch.
I was just started laughing, bro. I was like,
yeah. He's like, you get the DoorDash? He's like, yeah, I'm the DoorDash.
boom. This dude,
Picked up people's bag.
Dang.
I said, Danny, isn't that the dude that just got the DoorDash inside, sitting on the corner?
I started laughing.
Eating that shit on the corner. He was like, yeah. I was like, that's messed up.
I seen it when it happened. I'm like, look at this man's shoes and pants. Where in the fuck did you think that he has a car outside? That's what I was thinking. This man's door dashing?
We see all kinds.
Like, I just was like, no.
Wow.
Wow. They're gonna be mad.
They're gonna be sitting there. Someone had DoorDash will cover there, like, man, you got that. What was it? It was no, you got that for Robert. He was like, yeah, Robert, snatching.
It's for Robert. I'm Robert. I mean,
what?
Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess.
I
ain't saying I wouldn't be above it.
Hard way to hustle. I guess you gotta get your meal. It's not real hard to do that. Sometimes they have them sitting on the little side. All you gotta do is grab it. You ain't gotta talk to nobody.
I was at a McDonald's today. I was thinking about the same thing. I was like, what did we get? I said, this is what we get. It's about to take right off the bag, like right off the thing. Be like, okay, that's it.
And the thing is they're telling employees to not chase thieves. Like stay away. Like let them take it.
I mean, not that like I agree with that. I ain't trying to get shot
yes.
over whatever it is you decided to steal.
I advise not to do it.
Put my hands up. Like, I ain't got nothing for you. Man, I'm broke. I got you.
I'll be the worst security guard ever. Like, man, this ain't my shit. That's all I'll be saying.
Yep.
There you go. We was at the Walmart like 3 weeks ago, man. It was like Walmart employees chasing this dude. He's running with like a 42-inch TV, just like running on his back. And they like chasing him. And all of a sudden, the other cops come running this way. And now some bitch goes out the back. I'm like, I don't know if I see. I was like, if I was to drive back there, I would open the gate for him. You deserve that TV at that point, bro.
Right, you work. Right.
You done beat out everybody, man. This man had a foot race with a 42-inch TV on your back, bro. And he just beating everybody, bro.
Like, what the hell? You just running out.
He deserves that TV at that point.
Or did he have it like a in his arm like this, like a football, or is he literally carrying it wide? Oh, on top of his snap. What? Oh my god.
He said trade earbuds.
Okay.
Is that better? No.
Hey.
Or is that better?
That is better.
That's better?
Yeah, it is better. Now you're both clear.
Sweet.
See, look at that. And it only took us 39 minutes.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you, teacher.
We do it live. We do it live.
We do it live. That's it. I don't use them, so I don't know how they work. Deuce has some experience with them.
Yeah.
He said they did text.
Skelly always complains about it, even on phone calls. He complains about my earbuds. I basically just sit them right here, and I don't even use them no more. I just use the speaker.
Well, he's on his phone. One of his mics is like shorts out, so you can't hear everything he says. Yeah. So and it's just in one of them, so it messes it up.
Yes.
You can't understand every other word.
And it gives me
I'm not the only
headache
one.
Sometimes.
His mom tells him the same thing. Don't let him trip. Yeah. Like it's just me doing it to him. Like everybody's like, dude, put the earbuds up. Just talk to me on the phone.
Yeah, everybody. Customer service reps. They're like, huh?
Yeah.
And then that's just like I hate repeating myself.
Right,
know?
right.
And then it's like, all right, now
Appreciate
you
you,
just
teacher.
my vibe for the convo is gone.
I feel
Yeah,
like them
teacher,
old
preacher.
people now though. I just be putting it on
Yes.
speakerphone, like the whole world can hear my conversation. I don't care. I
Yes.
can't hear.
Right. Right.
I feel you.
I agree.
They think I can't hear.
I'm glad to hear I'm not the only one. I thought I
No,
was the only one.
I just
no,
don't be listening. I be acting like I can't hear. I be like, okay.
no. You really
Yeah,
can.
Yes, that's a
yeah.
good
No, you
strategy.
can.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
all
I
off
can't
of
hear
you
you right now,
listening
so I gotta
to
get
the
off of
music too
here.
loud. And
That's
TV be
What they
on
do?
like
I know
80.
that one.
yeah.
I'm like right in the middle of something. Hold on, let me call you back later. All right.
I just be rolling. I be rolling my windows down, knowing I can roll them back up and just be like trying to talk to
Yeah.
people with the speaker
Shit.
going like I don't know what's going on. You gotta turn this
Yeah, I was
off.
gonna do the static, the fake static, like we used to do.
Just use the wind, bro. It's so much easier. And then they're like, I don't know what's going on my phone. You call them back like 3 hours later. Tell them I don't know what happened.
What were you
They're
talking
like,
about?
don't they connect to your car Bluetooth? No, I got old school. I got old school.
Right. We don't have that.
I got a 99 model, bro. It don't work like that.
Yes, exactly. Before the technology. Yes.
So this is the question that I almost slipped before the show, and I'm glad that he's here and he teacher preacher is obviously who introduced me to you. You know, he introduced me to y'all, and I was just kind of curious to see how y'all came to know each other.
Oh, me. That's all right. Teacher had a video shoot, right? Teacher had a video shoot, and he invited me out. We didn't live that far from each other. This is like MySpace days, and like we were like listening to each other's music and stuff like that. And then he invited me out to a video shoot that he was doing, and I show up, bro. It was crazy. Like I ain't know nobody or nothing, but his like cousin came up to me and was like, "Hey, man," and just gave me like a $50 bill, bro, and was like, "Hey, man, can you run to the store and get me like it was a crystals like across the street, right?" And he's like, "Just buy as many crystals as this $50." I was like, "Man, I could have just took that $50 and like never met you again. Like this was like, all right, that's what's up, bro." But I went and bought these crystals, hung out with him, was there for the video and stuff like that. We talked, went back to doing just like mostly internet stuff, and then I came over to his house, recorded a few records with him. Then what was it? We started. He he used to run like a men's group, like for young men. At the time, I was a young man. We was I was in my like early 20s, and so we would meet up on Mondays. And he came and picked me up, and we
Barnacles.
Barnacles.
Yeah,
like it was weird
it was
because
like $2 25-cent wing night.
25-cent wing night, man.
Man, those were the days.
It was weird. It's like we'd be in there like reading like Bible verses, but we bought like pictures of beer and like
it was beer church.
Wings. It was beer church,
Yeah.
pretty much before beer church. And then so we would hang out and stuff like that. But the first day, like we went in this spot, and this guy
It's called Breaking Bread.
Yeah,
Breaking Bread.
He picks me up, bro. Like, and we end up going into Barnacles. And this dude tries to pick a fight with him out of nowhere. Like, teacher's like in his like work clothes, like button up and everything. And this dude like tries to pick a fight with him, and I turn around and I was just like, "What?" Like I was gonna like smack this dude, right? And then teacher was like, "You don't know me for shit, man," but you was about to slap the hell out this dude for no reason. Like, and teacher turned around, he's like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Well, I rode with you, so it don't matter. Like you leave with who you come with." And that's kind of thing. So we kind of figured out we was kind of cut from the same cloth, man. We have the same kind of upbringing and stuff like that. And then us, how many years was that ago?
That was so many years ago, man.
Yeah, we're talking 16, 17 years, man. We've known each other, man.
I think, Isaiah was like 3, 4.
Isaiah wasn't even born.
No, right?
Yeah.
No, they're Isaiah.
Oh yeah, his kids.
Yeah,
we both
like
have
Isaiah was a baby then.
Yeah, so like, Isaiah was a little bit. He was a little bitty dude coming down the stairs when we was like
Yeah.
recording in teacher
Now
basement
he
and stuff.
grown, graduated, got a job, living in New York now. Crazy. Sorry, I'm sorry. We reminiscing. Sorry, teacher. Sorry. We go way back.
Basically, you
That's all we
say
trying to
time
say.
be flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
But he's like one of my mentors. Like not just music, man. Like I'm talking about.
But just life.
Life.
Yeah.
He's a successful business owner, man. Successful, like he's successful in everything he does, and he's dedicated to whatever he does. Like nobody is more dedicated to their family than that dude.
That's 100.
And this shit.
Damn, y'all said that at the same time. Y'all thinking at the same time. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, man. Like he's like that's like my brother, bro. Like that.
Yeah.
So like I learned a lot from him because I was like back when we first met, man. I didn't do nothing but smoke weed, run the streets. That's all we did, bro. Like it by 3 o'clock we was on the basketball court, man. 6 o'clock we was done, eat, drink a few Gatorades. By 9 o'clock, man, we in there drinking 211 Steel Reserve.
We was talking about the old school liquors the other day.
Like
Mad Dog, nasty.
He's helped me grow a lot as an individual. Like who in the hell would drink those now? Like I'd be
Four Locos.
I know.
It was
Why?
Cocaine in a can.
So
Four Locos. You know what I mean? You up at 4 o'clock.
Smirnoff. Look. All right. Anyway, sorry.
Nah, I was thinking. I was reminiscing. Man. 211. That was an affordable beer.
Man, it was like it was $1
Boone's
for a
Farm.
deuce.
Boone's Farm
for
wine
2, right?
Yep. That's how and then teacher was the one that introduced me in country to each other. And he was like, that thing happened. Boondock Kings happened because he introduced us, man. And then next thing you know, we're beer bonging Boone's Farm in the snow.
Yeah,
so
good.
Talk about Boone's Farm, man. It was snowing one day, and like my mother-in-law came out. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, like me and country blaring music. It's like snowing, but we got like the red Boone's Farm, bro. Like like we had got a bunch of it from the corner store. He's like, man, I bet you I could do this. And now he's like trying to beer bong the thing, got the little thing, bro. He would always get to like this one edge, and then it looked like a murder scene. There was so much red in the snow. Like my mother-in-law comes outside, like we're like this is before my son was born and everything. She's like, "What are y'all doing?" And man, he's like red shit and all that. I was like, "Oh my god, man, what you?"
It was the Boones.
Yeah, we so wild. We were so wild dudes, man. So
yeah. I can't talk about all mine.
Nah,
too many
I'm thinking
too many people out there.
Some need to be put on reserve.
Someone got me up there on reserve, but I definitely
we can
know
talk about
exactly
it at a later time.
what you're talking about.
mine's just been filmed, so it's like Mine's
that's right. That's the. That's the life of an artist. You know what I mean? It's a lifestyle. Right. It's a lifestyle. So you gotta have to have a certain level of exposure that other people don't have. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And that's just that's the fun part of it. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's cool. Like, I mean, it's when you go out of town and somebody that you have never met, you would never have met, or whatever. They come up to you like when you do like festivals or like mud parks or something like that, man, and you'll just be like, you're at the concession because they give you the vouchers or whatever. You're at the concession going grab your lunch or whatever before you, and people, oh my god, man, y'all the people that do mud cricket and all that other stuff, and you just hang out and you take pictures of people. That's what it's about. Like you'll want to give up a million times, and then that one thing that'll happen.
Yeah,
and you're like, okay. You know what I mean? So,
somebody thinks it's cool.
So,
I could definitely see why it caught on, and I've actually heard of mud crickets before. I didn't know, like, is that
I had
something
never
y'all
heard
like?
About any of it till then.
I might have heard it from that. It might have been a spawn from that song.
Then found out it was a real
Was
thing.
it a thing before
thing.
y'all made the song?
Yeah, I
We
mean,
heard it at a
Or did
mud
y'all
park.
coin it? Or did y'all coin it?
no,
I mean,
we were at a mud park and like heard people
Calling girls,
referring
like,
to
calling to the
like the
girls.
females that way.
Oh.
And so we looked it up like Urban Dictionary.
And it
that's
said
why it
what
says
it
it
was
at the
at the front of the song. There's actually a definition, explanation of what that is, and it's like
Yeah, I
it's
seen
real.
that.
And so
So
my
I didn't know. I didn't know if y'all
Go
made
to go
it.
to
Or like,
go to TikTok and put that
my
in.
homeboy from Cali made the beat.
People have made a dance
Word?
routine to that
Okay.
song.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, my homeboy from Cali, he
it's
from
crazy.
Sacramento. He did the beat, and he was like,
Hey.
he was doing like he'd been in Georgia for a while, like North Georgia. So that's how we met, because I was working with another guy named Shaughnessy from he's like San Francisco, like and he was like, man, you should meet up with my dude Eyes. So I wrote out and we did like 2 or 3 songs with him, and then kind of just stayed in touch, became friends and stuff like that, man. And we talk weekly now still. And we were sitting at a mud park after we did a show, and he's like, man, what the hell is this? He's like, I was like, we should do a song that, like, but we should do it like a Project Pat Chicken Head, and do it for like the mud park. And then that's how it happened. And he hits me back, like, we come back from the show, and I'm going to Birmingham, my dad was in the hospital at the time. He sends me the beat when we're headed out there, and he's like, and it's got like these cricket sounds on the like doing all that, bro. And then he sends me like a thing, and then he was like,
damn,
start doing it. And then we comes back, and then we dropped the song. We did. My homeboy Rio comes up to shoot the video. Teacher meets us there to shoot the video and do the show with us. We were in like Lawrenceburg, North Carolina, man. It's the middle of nowhere, and do the show. I mean, it was a crazy show too. It was a big festival they used to have, and it was like 6,000-7,000 people there, and that was like the first time we got to do it. But we shot the video while we were there, and we were like, nah, there's no way this is gonna blow up. There's no way this is gonna do it. We just did it as a joke, and then, man, we drop it, and then that thing hit like 25,000 views like in the first like 24 hours, bro. And we had
it became the
we
anthem.
had a budget. We had like a budget of $250 in this song, right? And then it just like,
and it's a summertime jam too.
It
You
goes
will
up
hear
like
every summer. That shit goes up. It's like Will Smith summertime. Every summer it's like, bring it out. Let's go.
Okay. Side by side. So like, I forget what it's at now, man. We've done like, I don't know how many millions of streams across platforms.
15,
stuff like
around 15 million.
15 million views on YouTube just with that song. So like, and
Yeah.
that wasn't even, and it was a joke. The whole thing was a joke, and it just kind of took on a mind of its own.
Yeah.
And it was, I think 12-inch lift, I think, helped
For sure.
that because it was a little different than what we were doing with thrash.
Right.
Because we weren't with everything with thrash. Love thrash to death too. Just stuff happened over time, and it's just, like,
yeah,
it
happens.
He kind of retired, but like, you have 12-inch help that happen, and then
right. It's same crowd, really. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same audience.
Yeah.
Same audience. So
putting
two together, it makes it easier for them to find other stuff, other content. It keeps growing.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. And it was cool to keep, like, us teacher. We all work together. Like, we're all like I said, we're like family, like country, me, him, and so like when we first did 12-inch lift, we're like, teachers, this is where he coming. That's how he signed with D Thrash.
Yeah.
And then, but we did Trashy Ever After on our first, like, we did like a free EP. Teacher Preacher was on that joint. So we, like, it's always like, you can't have like one of us without. You're gonna get all of us at some point.
That's where Boondock Branded came in.
Boondock Branded kind of ended up as like this huge crew.
Collaborative artists.
It's kind of North Atlanta's Wu-Tang Clan, right?
Right.
Yeah.
All these different chambers of the hills Those
Yeah,
little
oh, yeah.
caves. Yeah.
We're like everywhere. We got
Albany, New York, Macon,
Macon,
Georgia.
Georgia.
and then you got North Atlanta with
What
all
is
of
it, Star?
Yeah, Star, South Carolina.
Yep.
Don't ever go there.
Biscuit, we love you.
Man, she said, just kidding.
Hope they don't come after you.
Nah, man, he's like the smartest person in Star. No lie.
Stop. Just stop.
Oh, okay.
Population 250 people, man. He's like the smartest guy there. I actually got him an award and everything for it. And
Oh, wow.
And he was just like,
Do you have it presented to him and everything?
yeah, I guess like a little trophy. And I was like, man, I just want to give you this as the smartest man in Star, South Carolina. And he was just like, come on, man.
Come on,
And
man.
he ain't from Star. He's from Anderson. So he's just like, come on. Like, no,
He almost
there's no,
took
like,
He took offense to it almost, huh?
oh yeah, like I mean it's like, you know,
I'm the smartest out of
that could go really bad. I ain't even gonna say any of those analogies, bro. That's not gonna do any of those.
I was like,
But
But-
nah, man.
Star's a
So
wonderful
y'all-
place. Y'all should go there.
Oh no,
Shout out,
I
Star.
won't ever be out there. I've never been to Atlanta. I've never been to Atlanta, so if I go anywhere
Wow,
out
you've
there,
never been to Atlanta?
no. I got close. I went to the that river. What was it? Oconee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went and did some rafting there one time. So like the Chattanooga area, I think, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But never made it into Atlanta. Never made
Man,
it
y'all
into
need to
Atlanta.
come.
Chattanooga's a nice town. I like Chattanooga.
It is. I like the architecture there. That's what I should have studied. That's what I should have went to school to do was architecture, but I didn't do it. Yeah, but I like architecture.
Another city
Never
that's really
too
cool
late.
how it's
Never
set up
too
is
late.
Knoxville. If you ever get a chance to go to Knoxville, it's
Okay.
cool. Like because it's like a big city, but it's like in the mountains, and they got
Right.
the big river, Tennessee River that goes through it and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I actually performed on
A riverboat there. That was kind of weird, but
but it was fun.
Was it small river?
no, it was like this big river. It was a big riverboat. It like actually went by like the University of Tennessee's like stadium, Neyland Stadium and stuff.
So it was
so,
moving
like,
and
oh
stuff.
shit.
Okay.
yeah, it was. No, it was. That was what was the weird part is like you were going, you could see stuff going past you like while you was performing on it
Yeah.
because they got the stage, man, and it was weird, dude. It was It was us and Crucifix. We were both there. We both did the show,
Yeah.
and that was like that was nuts though. Like we were just on this boat, and then had you had your merch table set up, but it's like open air, and you're just watching the river. Almost kind of made you sick when you was like trying to pay attention with your mic and stuff like that. And you like bouncing around and shit going past you.
Totally different. Instead of being in like a normal, a stable setting, you felt like you were on a constantly moving. I get that. That could make sense. Makes sense to me.
Yeah,
I'm always scared to be on the boats out of the river.
Mm-mm. I'm good.
Yeah.
Afraid of them currents. Afraid of them currents, man. I don't like them rivers, man. I don't fuck with deep waters. I don't fuck with it.
No, rivers,
get no ocean
oceans,
either, bro.
none of that. If I can't see my feet, it ain't happening.
I
I gotta be able to see the bottom. I'll swim on any kind of pool, but man,
Facts.
Oh,
if I can't see the bottom,
pool.
if I can't see the bottom, you can forget it, bro.
No.
Like I'm not.
Yeah, nah.
Like y'all have fun with that. I'm chilling over here in the
It
shade.
ain't
I'm
happening.
cool. I'm cool too.
We are all in agreement.
Especially don't get in the lake by our house.
Oh no, Lake Lanier is
don't get it.
cursed. You don't get
You
in
don't
that
know what's
ever.
in there,
That's-
but oh hell,
That's
no.
haunted. That's haunted.
No, Lake Lanier as a whole is
They
just
making
a
a
haunted
movie
lake.
about it, man.
There's a whole movie about to come out.
It's
What?
haunted, man.
It's like 10
What,
minutes
just
from
people
our
come
house.
out missing?
Yeah,
What is it
all
like?
the time.
There's more people died in that lake than like any other lake, and it's actually like a mountain valley that they flooded, but they like ran a bunch of
Like
people
a whole
out
town
of it, man, stole
up
the
underneath
land.
there.
They like
What?
like Native American like burial grounds under it and all types of stuff in the federal government.
Oh,
And so it's like some wild.
It's
stuff.
wild, but yeah, you watch the movie when it comes out because I'm sure
Yeah,
nothing
fact.
about it's gonna be live. Like we've experienced it over the years.
Yeah, we just like
I watch it from afar. not a movie.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
I don't mess with scary movies either. I don't mess with scary movies.
No, I don't do that. I don't do this. I don't do that.
My mind
like
could
scary
go
movies,
there and
man.
like realize some of this stuff could happen to real people, and I don't like visualize it.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
like
there's
it.
certain scary movies. Like I'm like good with the dumb ones that you're like, nah, that it doesn't. It's just like scare factor. But like that shit that could be like real, like people living in your attic and like staring
Yes.
over you when you sleep and like stab you or something. Like it took me a really long time to go to sleep after that because I was like,
Yeah, I don't mess with that stuff, man. My mind is wondering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Conjuring freaked me out though.
That's
Like, that was too much.
I don't mess with the religious scariness either.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
oh hell no!
What was it?
I
The
saw
Nun
previews and I
and
was like, I ain't watching
the
that.
Yeah, I ain't watching it.
Poltergeist
Never
and
seen
the
it.
Rigging. No, I'm
Polter-
good.
I ain't
I'm
seen it.
good.
Nah.
I tried The Exorcist when I was a kid, like
I'm
watching the
so
movie,
good.
and I'm like, nah, I ain't never seen the whole thing ever once.
No.
Pet Cemetery did that to me for a while. Like when
Yes,
I was
Oh,
a kid.
yeah.
bro.
You be watching your pets all funny, like
Yes. Stephen
Yeah, I don't mess
King,
with that
man,
stuff.
there's something wrong with that dude, man.
He had to have like some traumatizing stuff.
nah,
Had to
he
have
has
all
some
this stuff in
trauma.
it, man. Like
He has some trauma.
I couldn't
Yeah.
run all that.
I know I couldn't have. Mm-mm.
No.
Oh, stuff is shot out.
What makes it even worse? He wrote it, not just thought it, but he wrote it. Ugh.
Yes.
They had to write
He had
the
to-
script
he had
and
to
everything for
He
it.
had to reread it and rewrite it and reread it and rewrite it.
Right.
Man,
And he
fucking
just
weirdo.
kept him coming too. Like his mind is always in that dark.
Like always in
It's
that place.
yeah.
Right. I couldn't do
Misery.
that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, man.
Mm-mm. No.
Yeah, man. That's
My teacher banned she banned him. Basically, she said we can't even bring his name up.
Oh
Wow. She had some trauma from watching
Yes.
Yeah.
his movies.
She would literally kick your butt out of her class for saying his name, let alone
is
do
that?
a report. Try to do a
What is
report
that
on
called?
him. Oh,
What is that called? Empathy. Like some people have certain levels of empathy that they can
Yeah.
feel other people's pain, and so
Yeah.
it's not entertainment
Yeah.
to them at all. It's torture.
Yeah.
So like,
That's
yeah,
it.
like that's it. That's me.
That's
Like, I can't do it. Yeah, it's me. Like I can feel somebody's pain, and I can imagine that happening to somebody in real life, and I just don't want to do it.
Can't do
Like
it.
what? I couldn't watch. I
hear
watched
you.
that. What was that movie? That like where all these people were dying different ways.
Oh, the happening.
Yes.
The happening, like
I didn't see that.
the M. Night Shyamalan.
I don't remember which one it was, but it was like where these logs were like coming off the back of this log truck, and it was just killing people on the highway. And I was like, I walked.
Oh, is it
I was
Final
Final
Destination?
That's
Final
it.
Destination.
Yes.
That's it.
I was done. I was I'm out of this
Same
thing.
here.
I ain't
And they kept
watching this
making
shit.
them. And they kept
Yeah.
I
making
know.
them.
Yeah.
It's like people are too desensitized to other people's like.
Yeah.
I can
for
watch,
real.
Like, how do you enjoy that? Like, how can you enjoy that?
Like I can watch it, but I'm not like a huge fan of that, like that type of stuff. But
Me
like
neither.
like she said, like the stupid horror movies, like the one that's like a character, Halloween
Like
movies and all that. Like I don't
Scream, yeah.
Yeah,
And
and I
like,
don't, none of that stuff scary.
they're
but, like,
super predictable. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like I don't really jump on like get scared over it because I'm like let me tell you what's gonna happen. This was gonna happen. She's gonna die. This one's gonna
Right.
fall. This one's next. And like
I be yelling, bitch, don't run upstairs. Like
Yeah.
where are you going?
You
Why?
yelling at the
Silence.
TV screen. Yes.
Silence is the
And then I
Lamb is
just
about
get
the
annoyed.
extent.
I just get annoyed as hell. I'm just like, you dumb motherfucker.
Yes. Like who would
Silence
do
of
that?
the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs is like the epitome of my scary. Like I like the suspense, scary type.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There you go. Like
yeah.
thrillers, like more like thrillers.
Yeah, thrillers. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Whatever.
Exactly.
I can get down with them.
Yeah,
What was that movie? Fear with Mark Wahlberg or whatever.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Like that was crazy.
When he stuck that dog through the back doggy door or whatever.
Yep.
Man. Yeah, they put their head in that German Shepherd through it.
Oh, I ain't seen that.
Crazy.
Man, it's like that's a old movie, man. That's what's like that?
That's
Late
old.
90s. Yeah.
Yep.
It's like
Yeah,
one
that
of the
was-
first movies he ever did, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was one of the first. Yep. Yep.
Wow.
Right after Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yep.
Hey man.
He was killing it, man.
Dopest
Him
time
and
ever
Donnie.
made, bro.
Him and Donnie both were killing it, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Donnie was
man,
rapping.
respective genres.
Donnie was rapping in New Kids on the Block, and Marky Mark was over there with the Funky Bunch dancing it up, and man, they were getting down, dude. Yeah.
They're man, I can't do like man, when you go back and listen to any of that, like if you hear it, like and you, and you just be paying attention to it, man, just pay attention to the lyrics, like, and you
Right.
just think like, how is this even a thing? Like,
Well,
yo, because you could have listened to Big Daddy Kane at the same time,
Right.
but you were listening to Marky Mark. You just want to like slap
Right.
somebody, bro. Like, and I love Mark Wahlberg.
Damn, let's go.
he's an amazing
go.
actor,
But,
amazing
like,
person.
But as a rapper, though, you like, oh, God, this was bad, man. This was bad, man. And this sold millions of records.
It
Millions.
sold a
of
lot of records.
Hey,
Sold
it
a
was
lot
a
of
stepping
records.
stone. It was a stepping
It's the
stone.
groove.
Yeah, he was.
Because it's the
in something-
groove. I mean, if I'm hearing it, it was that house sound, right? That fast
Yeah.
house.
Mhm.
Everybody was
Yeah.
doing step aerobics to that in the early
Right.
1990s.
True
Man.
or not, I
It-
see.
They
Yeah.
were like, man, I'm
Stadium
looking for the
sounds.
streets. Yeah, man, I ain't looking for the streets, bro. I'm looking for step aerobic classes. That's how we gonna blow
Right.
this shit up. That's what we doing.
Right.
That's what we doing our next album on step aerobics.
Step aerobics. I like it.
Yeah.
Is that what we're gonna call it? And everything's gonna be
I
like
know.
90s, like high
Oh,
socks
yeah.
and
Jane
leotards.
Fonda,
Can we do it?
Jane Fonda, Debbie Gibson, yeah, Paula Abdul.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I like it.
I'm gonna get out there in that like that
Let's
jumpsuit.
do this, go.
The parachute pants.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna wear that joint Eddie Murphy was wearing in like the Nutty Professor when he was like
Oh,
all the
yeah.
stuff there.
Oh shit.
Nah, man.
Oh boy.
See, I think that's what, like, just how we're talking though. I think hip hop needs more of that too, though. Like, just people
Right.
being who they are. Like, it can't be like you ain't thugging it like little kid birthday parties, bro. Like, y'all got to stop that
Right.
stuff too.
Right.
Right.
It's okay to be.
You know, you be yourself.
Yeah. Like everybody got a
Sorry,
story, man.
we have a lot of movies.
I know.
references. We
Everybody
watch
is
movies a lot.
shooters.
But
Man.
like everybody ain't out here doing that type of stuff. So like,
I know.
No.
What DJ Quick
No.
say? I'm gonna make something so my mom can listen to it.
Yeah.
Remember that? Remember that?
yeah, he like one of some like the realest shit ever though. A lot of them dudes that were
Yes.
doing that, like people mad like what was it when Plies came out? Like Plies like was like all on gangsta
Plies.
shit in Florida. Yeah, like Plies. He was like all this gangster shit. Like, man, that dude's record is like parking tickets and like trespassing, right?
Oh, yeah. For
But
real?
like,
I thought Plies.
yeah, but Flow Rider, that was a real gangster though.
And
the
like
apple
that,
bottom
that's
dude,
like Redman saying Hammer was a real gangster.
That's what
It's
I'm
like,
trying-
but he, yeah, I get.
you
I
ain't
see
gotta
what
go
you're saying.
overly to try to prove it though. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, and that's the conversations me and teacher have all the time. We're like, man, you could tell when dudes are like just doing too much, bro. Like, calm
Right.
down, like that. And
Vivid imaginations.
there, I think like what's his name's like rap sheets like a armed robbery and like car theft and stuff like that. Man, Flow Rider, he did like years
Really?
in the pen, bro. Like, and then you got Plies, man, and Plies was like talking all this wild shit. And then
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he ain't do none of that because I don't know how his
Yeah.
life was or nothing like that. But
I see what you're saying.
but
No,
rappers,
I
I wish rappers would be more transparent type stuff. And I
Right.
think then you would
Or unfortunately, all we're getting in the rap industry is synthesized real gangsters, like because they're really gangster.
yeah.
They think they can. I'm like, damn, we got too many gangsters on the street now. Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, and everybody's using Pro Tunes for their voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything sounds so synthesized, man. We take once a month, every third Saturday, we do a music review show, and we'll do a little bit of advertisement on Instagram to try, pinpoint an artist niche of creators on Instagram, and we'll get about 70, 80 submissions. It's been as high as like 100, but we'll go through these and listen to them. Man, it's so much of the same stuff, dude. Like you don't know how many songs I've heard about pressure. Just the word pressure is so overused. You know what I mean? Like, probably heard 5 songs in a year and a half on just pressure.
Wow.
And it's just right, and it's probably the same rhyme like combination every time.
No, it could be
Hear the
totally
same.
different, but what
Just the
you're hearing
topic
a lot
in general.
of, right? It's just the same old topics over and over and over.
Yeah.
Subject matter.
Yeah. I think
And then-
that's where we get not really stumped. We really try to just anything, everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's so much to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
In you know, life, relationship, in the world, just politics, religion, you name it. There's kids, there's everything to talk about. Like I don't know
Well,
how people run out of things to talk
Or
about,
if you're gonna,
honestly.
You
or if you're
can't.
gonna
because
do it,
because y'all know what's important, and you know what, and that's those things that are important are the things you're going to talk about, and that's God and your family, your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all get that
Right.
because y'all that's called maturity, right? Like you were talking about those gangsters, those real gangsters, MC Hammer, and who was the other one you said?
Flow Rider.
Flow Rider,
Flow
right?
Rider.
Okay, so Rick Ross, like I could throw him in that same category,
Yes.
right? Like, so how old were they when they finally made it? Like they were OGs, like they were like,
Mhm.
like they were vetted,
Yeah.
not just in the streets, but like everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like they were
Right,
vetted
right.
in multiple cultures. They could work it. They could interact and make it in the prison system. They could interact and make it in the streets. They could interact and make it in the church. Everywhere in a venue, they could organize venues. They could organize, concerts and
Mhm.
they were bosses. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
bosses.
That
And you got to
that's
be you got to be smart about it. And that's what they had.
Right.
my thing is like you do like if you're gonna do the same style, you can actually even just try to like do it different than the next
Right.
guy because you got stuff. It's music. Stuff's gonna get
Recycled, of course.
recycled.
Mhm.
But like when you're like we did that song El North, and it was like it's been a million records like put on for my city by Jeezy, and that's
For
like
sure.
everybody's always repping their side in Atlanta, like where you at. But we wanted to do it in a way that because we're like in the Gwinnett area, it's very much Hispanic, so
Yeah,
we want to be
heavily
like
Hispanic
Hispanic
population.
population. So we're like, how can we do this
And bring in
different
like
and
the
and make
Hispanic
this
culture and
and
like
do
hip
all of it
hop and everybody.
and just and that's how the whole El North like thing we did do, man. I mean, what was it? We had our partner from Guatemala. He did the hook and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and just bringing
Mhm.
in all of that type of stuff, man. And
I think our music is very culturally eclectic.
He's
We try to
he's the
appeal
real
to-
buff. He's the buff dude.
No,
He's the, oh
he,
no, he
he's
wasn't.
he's a youngin, and I know
Super
he's
talented.
not listening, but like I just want to choke him because like he has all the making, he has
She gonna
all
mama
the
him right now,
makings
bro.
of the
What
star,
now?
and I just want to nurture him into this position, and he ain't getting it.
Yeah,
He'll get it one day.
he's like 20, 21. He's super talented.
He
Man.
can rap, he can sing, he's got the full package. I'm like, what are you doing? I just want to. Oh,
Yeah, the first record he got on, bro, we put him on a record with like Sean Paul from Youngbloods. And so like he comes
Okay.
into this he's the dude singing the hook.
yeah.
with
If you
Stephanie,
listen to
man.
I know
Chevy,
that's
he's the
okay,
male
I know what
vocal.
Yeah,
I
and
got
so
you.
we're bringing him out to the video shoots and stuff, and he's like super talented.
He's
gotta
like
get
what
it.
I would if I could label him as a comparison. He's like a Hispanic Chris Brown. He has all of it, and I'm just like, oh, it's okay, Obed. I'm gonna get you.
Just
Yeah,
hopefully
you're
he don't
good.
never
Yeah.
hopefully he never beats up Usher. Chris Brown just
Damn.
beats Usher up, bro. That shit was hilarious on tape.
That really happened.
Yeah, it
That was
like
Chevy, wasn't it?
Where was
Oh,
that?
Chevy, yeah.
Oh,
a few
man.
weeks ago.
Oh.
A few weeks ago, they like was arguing outside their tour bus and stuff. It was crazy.
For
I didn't hear
real?
about that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, he was
Okay.
trying. Well, Usher was trying to like calm him down, like try to calm him down. And he like
Mm.
asked Usher, and it's like because it seems like a lot of people's tried to like mentor him
Yeah.
through whatever mental issues or whatever he's got going on. Because which is important because
Right.
you can't judge people off of your first interaction with somebody or just
Nah.
one interaction with somebody. 'Cause
Thanks.
they may you don't never know what people going on
What they
what's
going through?
on
Absolutely.
So
Man.
you don't know any of
Yeah.
that. So yeah, I guess that was what happened. But I'm like, man, how you gonna grab Usher like that, bro?
I know. What? And why is
Did
Usher
he really
too.
beat him
Yeah,
up? Did he
right.
beat him down bad? Did he beat him down
Nah,
bad?
nah, it was just more like just a snatched up, like, and then everybody kind of got in between. You know, when you that
Yeah.
famous, man,
Yeah.
they
Okay,
ain't
I was about to
Somebody
say,
breaking
like,
something.
Oh yes. Where's your crew at? Yeah.
yeah, like you
Right.
can't do that, man.
yeah, I
You
didn't
shouldn't
know.
even got that close.
Right. Yes, exactly. Usher probably should have stiffed on him, like chill with the energy. Because you know you can feel the energy.
Yeah.
Usher ain't that big though, is he?
Nah.
No,
He's not as big as Chris Brown. I know Chris Brown is like over 6 feet.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, he's pretty so too.
Chris Brown, pretty big dude, man. Like, but he's
Yeah,
just
Oh.
man. Yeah.
he just man. My thing is like Usher don't never even seem like
Confrontational, really.
Nah,
Like,
man.
No,
Like, even in,
absolutely not.
when people even
No.
like, or you could tell they're invading his space, he's still like very much like, hey, how you doing? Like he still got this level
Yes.
head about him. So
Yes.
a little maturity about him.
yeah, it's one of those people like if you don't like Usher, I think that you got the problem.
You got
It's
Usher had a
probably
problem.
yes. Projection. Yes. Yeah.
Seems
Yeah.
like
Because I never heard nobody like really say Usher like had a
No, he
a
seems very
breakdown
soft.
mentally.
He seems very
Yeah.
soft spoken.
Yeah,
He's very
yeah.
soft spoken, polite. You know.
And happy,
Yeah,
happy go lucky, man. You know, he a owner of a basketball team. He a
what is he
billionaire.
on? What is he on?
Cleveland Cavs, right?
I don't know.
Isn't that what he said? He brought Braun brought the ring back to Cleveland or something. He said it in. I'm trying to think of the song. I think it's maybe Hot Toddy or something like that. I wish I could
I'm about
remember
to
that.
check it.
that
Now I'm gonna
bar.
do. Now
Now you're gonna have
now
to
I'm gonna
find
be in
it,
the bed
see?
tonight.
Yes. He may not.
Now we're gonna have to find it.
He may not own it anymore, but he owned it when they won that ring in 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, or part ownership, not owner like owner. He has a part. Part owner.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they got like majority owners,
Right.
minority owners, like, and then
Usher Raymond purchased.
not unless you're like
purchased.
not unless
Usher
you're like Jerry
Raymond
Jones
purchased.
and you own the whole thing.
You found it?
Yes.
Yeah, Usher Raymond purchased 50% of the team in 2005 for
I
$10
didn't
million.
He was a
I didn't know
majority.
it was that
owner,
much.
50%.
Damn. Yes.
Okay, so he became an equal partner in 2010 and now owns 100% of the franchise.
I thought
Wow.
Dan Gilbert's was the face, the reason why Braun left, right? So maybe he sold some of those shares or something. I don't remember it too clearly right now, but
Damn, man, I ain't know Usher had money like that.
yeah,
That's crazy.
man.
That's wild.
Gotta invest it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
He might have had some other investors backing too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when you're 100,
like
that way
Magic
that's
Johnson.
why you're majority. If you're majority, you get to run it. You know what I mean? You get to hire and fire the general manager and shit.
But yeah, man, that's what to elaborate on. Like, I don't do the whole like beef either, like musically stuff, man. I don't even get into that stuff, man. Like that's a big thing for
The
me.
politics.
I don't get into the politics. I don't want like I've been in real beef, and it doesn't happen in the music industry, man. That stuff ain't.
Man, that shit hurts, bro. That shit hurts. Yeah. And you usually do something that you later regret.
Yeah.
I mean, you've heard them all. You've all heard them get over it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, you start talking about somebody's wife and mama and stuff like that.
That's why I saw an interview with Ice-T talking about he was trying to give Tupac a little bit of advice about going there. He was like, "Oh, you don't necessarily really want to go that far, you know?
Yeah.
That's like crossing the line."
You might say a little something, and it could be took how it wants, but like saying somebody's name on a record, or even my thing. What I've noticed about the music industry, man, it's like high school, bro. Like really, it's just everybody got their little cliques, and they talk amongst each other, man. And I mean, and that's being in Atlanta. That's from being around Nashville. It's like that.
And they fake beef too. Oh, I mean,
Oh my God,
beef. You know, they fake
part.
beef. Because they try to be like boxing. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to fake.
Good analogy. Yes.
And how many of these people do they really know personally?
Right.
Sometimes that they'll be having these going, like, you might not like a dude's music, but like you don't personally dislike anybody, really, bro. Like that's not how That's not how
Right.
it works.
If you ain't
man.
feeling it, you ain't
So
feeling it. That's your prerogative.
that's your prerogative, and you don't have to air it. You know what I mean? And that's my thing.
Right.
If you don't, was it Jay-Z's like, press fast forward, pretty much. Like, then you ain't even gotta listen.
Right.
So
Yes.
So that's a big thing that we want to bring into it too. It's like, if somebody ever has some beef with us, bro, just know that it ain't from our part. Like that's just
Word.
how
We ain't got no problem, no problem.
Word, yes.
I'm like super like. I ain't got a bad word to say about nobody. Like, that's, you don't want that kind of karma on you, man. And that,
Right.
I hear it, and I hear it being in the industry. Like, somebody always want to talk to you about something else that's going on somewhere else, and I'll be like, bro, like, I ain't in it, man. I ain't got nothing to do with it, bro. Like,
I'm gonna change the subject. I'm gonna be like, yo, how about them Yankees, bro? Shit.
Right.
Let's talk
That's
about
me,
something
man.
else, man.
Yeah, I start. I think my kids is calling me. I got to get off of here. That's what I'm saying. That's the stuff I do. Like, I'll be like, what is that, bro? Like, what is that?
Somebody calling my name.
Yeah. What'd you say? What'd you say? Oh, okay. Be right there.
Right.
Yeah, I don't.
That's how Deuce does me on the phone.
Oh my God.
He just don't answer and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't be answering
Act
nobody
like-
either.
man, I be working all the
ain't
time.
gonna
I'm like, dude, I work all the time too, dude. It's like, pick up the phone every now and then.
Yeah, but my job is to talk on the phone. So after
See,
40 hours of
that's
doing
me.
that, I'm
That's
like,
me. I used to work in
Yeah.
customer service. Bro, when I got home, that phone went straight on silent. Why don't you ever answer my? That's what I do for a living.
Right.
Don't call me.
Somebody understands. Thank you.
I'll be sending him text
You
messages
better
too.
text
I'll be
me
sending
and
him
be
text
like,
messages
pick
going
up your damn
unresponsive.
phone.
I'll literally, while you're calling me, send you a text message.
I tell my friends all the time, like,
Dude.
I'm like, I have told you, don't call me if you need me.
Where
You
it
better
says-
text.
Where it says message, it says message. or
Yes.
something. Can't talk right now. I will literally be watching like SEAL Team on Paramount Plus, and I'll literally send you back the same text. That one that's already in there.
Like, hey, did
I
you
can't
need
talk
something?
right now.
Why can't you just pick up the phone? No, what do you need?
I need to flip the screen so that we can turn it into Family Feud right here. Oh, that's a pyramid. Never mind. No, I'm gonna offer y'all this right here. So I gotta take an old man break. So I can run a little quick commercial for 4 minutes, and everybody take a little break real quick, and we come back and talk some more, or we can push through for a few more. It's up to y'all. I don't know what y'all got planned.
We're just here,
chilling.
man.
I
Our kids
probably
are
gotta
asleep.
go
We
recharge
just
anyway.
chilling.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna hit this little commercial break, y'all. And it's gonna be 4 minutes and some odd seconds. Y'all can pull back up whenever you're ready. But I'm gonna go use the restroom and do all that stuff. Fill me up a drink.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
We'll be
All
back
right,
in 4.
4:06.
Old
Let's
man break,
go.
y'all.
Peace.
And we're back.
What up? What up? What up? We're back. Hopefully, we can get Danny and Stephanie back on here in just a few minutes. I don't know if I need to. Their device is not connected. Do I need to kick them and let them rejoin the link or what?
Oh no, it looked
Oh,
like
here they
something
come.
just changed right there. Hey, shout out to the McAllen family. Yo, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all joining us. Shout out to KBZ who in the chat earlier. Shout out to Teacher Preacher, of course, for making this connection.
Yeah, it's dope,
Appreciate
bro.
y'all. Oh,
What up?
Hip hop needs it.
Okay. All right.
There he is. Hip hop
Yeah.
needs this. Hip hop needs this.
Yeah,
For
You know
real.
what I mean?
you're
We need
good.
these
You're good. You're
discussions.
good.
We need these discussions, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's been a fun discussion too. It's not like I've been in some.
Yeah.
I've been in some really uptight. Like it's not even like an interview, bro. It's just like just us kicking it, talking.
That's it, bro.
Yeah,
We're just sitting here
that's
chilling.
exactly, man. Because really, I don't really enjoy a scripted conversation. I like it when it's off the cuff, like Drink Champs.
So that's kind of what this show is,
Gets people
really,
in trouble,
honestly.
bro.
I know that it's a fine line, but
So, Danny,
And
I
I like
played
it when it's
there's a
more
couple
candid.
of songs right off the bat. The first one I played for him, and I'm just going to share this with y'all because it's important to me. We touched on it earlier. All right, and that's I'm not going to get too deep into it or anything. I promise you. You hear me?
Gotcha.
I
Yeah.
promise you I won't get too deep into it. I will be personally about myself. Anybody else that wants to share can share what they want to share when they want to share it. But I suffer from major depressive disorder. All right. So like I'm a depressed person. Like I overthink things. Like I overthink about how people react or like, you know what I'm saying? And it was built through my mom because my mom was a very protective person. You know what I mean? Like so like I was always like protected. I was a privileged child, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I was protected. So hip hop kind of gave me that like rebellious, like Too Short was one of my first influences, stuff like that. But I was always judged for listening to rap music. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, I was constantly judged for being that type of person. So it kind of made me self conscious about it. You know what I mean? Because I had that kind of affection for hip hop. You know what I mean? It was obvious. Everything
yeah.
I do, I always rep hip hop. You know what I mean? Like I want to represent the people that made an influence in my life, and the words they said made an impact on me. Like in college, I explored mathematics and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I explored like that because I explored Islam. I read the Quran. And the only reason I read that stuff is because of Wu Tang and the seeds they planted in my mind about that style of life. Now it just brought me closer to my true beliefs. You know what I mean? And that's Christ as my savior, right? So I understand the whole full circle of the idea of God, right? Like it's all gonna be full circle, right? Like it's the
Yes.
Trinity, like it's all full circle, like everything of it. But I think there's like a plan here for everything. You know what I mean? Like I think this is a higher power. This is a passion for me. I think it's a passion for dudes. It's a passion for people like y'all. It's a passion for Teacher Preacher. And this is opportunity for us to share y'all's music, y'all's experiences with the world. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people just don't have maybe the time or the courage to start a channel. You know what I'm saying? But they can stop by like, once a year or twice a year or, you know what I'm saying, and say what's up. You know what I mean? Or however many times you want to pull up. You know what I mean?
We got
And
love. Yes. Especially grown ups
like
and
hell,
kids. Oh my god.
like you can start your own show here if you want. You know what I mean? Like I don't care.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we'll give you Friday nights. Like you got Friday nights. You can
Mhm.
have Thursday nights, Wednesday nights. Let's turn this shit into a network. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
a network of people that just love hip hop. It's like it combines so many people. And in the digital era, this is kind of how like back in the day we used to go to the CD shops. You know what I'm saying? And just share our experience driving around in a car, or whatever. And pop in that new CD or that new tape or whatever, and share it with your homies, and ride around and run around in the streets and listen to new music, and then pulling up at somebody's crib, taking it in the house there, and hoping it didn't get stolen while everybody was listening to it.
Yeah.
And that's what this is now.
For a
In the
year.
digital era, this is that experience. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like Deuce hadn't heard a lot of y'all's music. You know what I'm saying? So I played him with 2 songs at the very beginning. I played him 2 songs at the very beginning. I'm gonna look
And it
them
hit me. It was like divine intervention.
Right.
Like exactly what I needed to hear because I've been going through it since Skelly's revealing shit. I've been really, really going through it, especially because of the summer. This heat, I hate this heat. Like Stephanie was talking about, like this is unbearable. It feels like it's hotter than past summers.
That
or
global
did my
warming,
chemistry
man.
change? Yeah.
No, it's real. It's real.
Yeah, man. Like
It's
it
real,
cycles,
real.
bro. Like the world
Yeah,
goes through cycles, man, and it's getting warmer right now.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find another area, climate, or place in the universe
Right.
to reside if it
Alaska.
continues to get any hotter.
Canada, yes. Facts. I've been considering it. Like, God dang, this is too hot.
So this
What
is a
is it,
song.
Vermont or something? It's got like perfect weather, I think they said.
Yeah.
Do y'all mind if I share the song that I played for Deuce?
No,
go ahead. Go ahead, man.
Hey,
all right, so this is the first one I played. All right,
Skelly, I want to acknowledge one of our best supporters and one of our greatest supporters. Hip Hop Food Spot is in the building. He says, "What's good, y'all?" And then he says, "Great compliment. Thank you, Hip Hop Food Spot. Love you, bro." And then he says, "Skelly is just a good dude." Of course,
we already saw that one, Deuce.
That's awesome.
Deuce is okay too.
So I would encourage y'all for real.
Keep their music.
I would encourage y'all for real to follow Hip Hop Food Spot. He does a lot of food stuff on his thing.
Oh, we're foodies. So that's just a word for us.
Yeah,
oh my God, you have no idea.
So follow his Instagram for sure. And he's on the Twitch streets. And he's also a very vetted person in the industry.
All right.
Very vetted. And he is a very, very loyal supporter of not just me and Deuce, but like all over the hip hop streets, like for real. And he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Yeah. And he might not have heard this song right here, but he's gonna like it. I know he will. We share a lot of music together. He shares a lot of with us and has introduced us to several artists along the way as well.
And when you guys get a chance, he wants to follow you guys too.
Oh yeah. Man, we appreciate it. We follow back for
I'll drop their stuff. I'll play this song and I'll pull up their links. And let's drop this song.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Leaks don't hurt them.
Sure. Yeah. Got something to say to y'all. Let's go. They try to stop my movement but can't do it. The mind is precious, please, so don't lose it. All this bullshit, homie, I see through it. Your whole crew was bitching, you knew it. Don't act dumb, thinking you ain't the one. Birds flock together, you bitch, so gon' run. Envy of one another, swearing you all brothers. All hate inside, no love for one another. I bet the house, my numbers ain't no slouch. A puzzle in your mind, you try to figure me out. Vision clouded with doubt, locked down, but now I'm out. Fuck your cosign, I know what you all about. You mention names for clout or just to cut time. I see it in your eyes, your bitch a drop a dime. Not me, bury me as a G. A coward dies 1,000 deaths, but not a G.
Maybe it's you, or maybe it's me. Maybe it's a devil called jealousy. Maybe it's you, or maybe it's me. Maybe it's a devil called jealousy.
Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I solve them. Stay in the bed, worry about that shit tomorrow. Maybe I'm sorry. Now I don't give a fuck. Maybe return to the streets, tell us stick them up. Maybe we all pretending like we something different, but in reality, crash head first into the ending. Your baby needs some Pampers, so tell me what's the answer. Maybe you stressing, light a cigarette and get cancer. Maybe you call your partner, he be moving heavyweight. Take a couple days, I work it, move some dope up interstates. But you've been living right, so thug shit get you nervous. So every time you see a cop, you get to swerving. Man, I'm just brainstorming. Maybe he hit the sirens, and now you on the side of 85, try not to die. Collect call from the jail, you hear your wife cry. So what the hell was you thinking? How we gon' survive? Maybe you come home, maybe you doing life. Maybe some other man step in and treat her right. Maybe one day you sitting reading in your cell, and then walks a younger man, a younger version of yourself. Maybe a cycle, maybe the system. Maybe your son's life is based on your decisions. Maybe I'm kicking wisdom, or is this bullshit? Maybe I'm preaching and this record is my pulpit. Maybe. Who knows? You gotta think. Yeah.
Maybe it's you, or maybe it's me. Maybe it's a devil called jealousy. Maybe it's you, or maybe it's me. Maybe it's a devil called.
Hell yeah.
Hey, so soulful, don't you agree?
That song is one of my favorites.
Yeah, we definitely working on a video for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And it's
Speaking some-
realness.
speaking some real. Right.
Yeah.
Can y'all
That's
go
what we
back
love
to the
about that
earpods?
song.
Can y'all go back to the earpods?
Oh, you hear us now?
You hear us now?
Yes. I can hear it.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, time delay or something. What am I hearing out there?
Oh, is it
We good?
probably is my fan? Dang. I was trying to give some relief.
The fan. I see.
Yeah.
That's how we was at the beginning, running the fan, interfering with the sound.
Yes.
Yeah.
All this fan talk got me
All
thinking of
the
like, got us thinking when we was recording at Twin Mama House, man. You hit a fan in the back. Oh, man, I forgot to turn the fan off. Then you had to rap your whole verse again, man.
Oh, damn.
It happened.
Did it actually mess up the song, or could it have been kept?
Man, like once you hit a
lot
fan,
of times you just
got
gotta re-record.
We were recording on like Cubase, bro. Just
Yeah.
putting out like CDs in the
Stop
neighborhood.
dating us. Shh, quiet.
Stop dating us.
Cubase is still out there. I'm sorry, I mean, it's not what you would call like industry standard, but you can use Cubase and get good ideas and then take them to a legit studio and then hey man, they are some geniuses out there, man. Like people don't realize that sound engineers and all that stuff is just as much a part of hip hop and just as much is needed as anything. So like with that, I'd like to shout out our guy KO, man.
KO 2096.
2096 in Atlanta, man. Like there's no sound like it, man.
Nothing matches. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he recorded for everybody pretty much in the underground in the Atlanta scene, man.
Everybody we mess with anyway.
And then, or you might come in there and you might have like a choir director in there. You don't never know who you gonna have in the studio, man. So,
you never know.
Yeah, that's what Teacher Preacher was talking about. Teacher Preacher was talking about his studio too.
Yeah, man. So now 2096 is like, man, I don't record anywhere. I mean, we bring out the mobile studio, which we call the trap studio, and then we'll record every now and then, like when we just have like little cookouts and stuff like that.
Vibing out here.
Yeah, when you got that many people in because everybody we mess with pretty much does music. I mean, even my sister-in-law does music, man.
We always thinking about music in some capacity,
so, like,
somewhere.
You could come up with something. Like we got a record called "Call Away," and man, that came out of a cookout. We were just bullshitting. I was like taking a break from the grill, and my homeboy Re-Up just had set up the studio in the garage just because he's like, man, if anything come to mind, man, we got the whole Pro Tools set up right here, so we just do it. And we ended up recording like 3 records, man, and then we just took the files down to KO and then
mixed and mastered.
The magic.
Yeah, so.
But yeah.
You never know. But
inspiration comes anywhere, everywhere.
To me, that's hip hop, though. Like just
it's life.
Yeah, man. Like that's the biggest thing for me. I don't know. It's crazy. Like I'm gonna quote a country record like that
Mhm.
Luke Combs record, man. If I wasn't doing this, I'd still be doing this.
Mhm.
That's like one of the dopest lines ever. Like
I love that song.
Teacher's
Yeah,
wife actually
wow.
sent
She
us all
sent it to
sent
us.
to
She
it.
heard
I
it
never
and
heard
sent
it,
it
and
to
then
us.
sent it to us, and it was like a
And
Luke
I was
Combs
like, that's
record. I'm like,
amazing
okay.
that that's like her perspective of us, because like it's absolutely true. Like if we didn't make a dime, we still be doing it because of the love of music. We love music. You know what I mean? It's in everything.
Right.
So
You gotta have a respect for it, like any and all, man. It's just if you we had a friend come in the other day and he was playing like Brazilian samba music.
yeah.
Man.
Oh gosh. I mean,
But-
like inspiration everywhere. Let
but
me
he
tell
had
you.
a spot though, but like he was. I'm like,
Oh man, I kind of like
I
that.
could use that,
Use
man.
it
Like right
somewhere.
there.
I don't
So-
know where, but I like it.
Never
I'm
listened
ready
to
for
a
the.
song
I'm ready.
like
For,
that.
I love beatboxing. I'm ready for the beatbox. I'm ready for a new
okay.
beatbox champ.
All right. You gonna show us a little something?
No, I don't have the skills. I don't have the skills. Oh, I like watching it. I like finding it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we found this guy named Evo Okafo. He's out of like Cleveland, Ohio, and he does beatboxing and raps while he does it. He's pretty cool.
That's cool. I love that.
Yeah, man. I love
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You should
Pretty cool
make-
guy.
It's just making sure that like music is just like that it touches other people, that it touches you, all of that type of stuff. You can't like
Right.
Like there's a place for like senseless, you know, like just like whatever.
Silly.
But
Yeah.
I prefer to have something that's got some meaning, some
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? Like
Teaches you a
Absolutely.
philosophy,
meat in
gives you a
it.
different
It's just-
perspective on something.
yeah.
and that goes like what you were saying when you were talking about
What's up, baby?
what was going on.
Yeah, I tried it. We're using this one right now.
Oh.
What was going on with us was like just like you can catch us like from like anything from Lecrae to Raekwon.
Oh, Danny, I can't hear you when it's away, bro. I'm sorry. I can't even.
It's from her turned away. It's because she's turned away.
I'm
So
so
when her kids
sorry.
No, you're good.
That's good.
The
It's
man
just
child
whatever.
come out needing things, and
I
so I had
figured
to
out.
like draw my attention that way.
Yeah,
That's all good. I understand.
trust
I
me.
probably have I probably have my kid busting in the door in a second.
I'm like, it's too late. Wait, why are you not asleep right now?
He does like like just that with our like style of music, like she was saying, it's got to speak to you. So that's why I'm saying you would hear everything on our playlist. It'd be like from like old Wu-Tang music to Lecrae, even today. Like even
Okay.
he's a Christian rapper, man, and so you would
We speak on some real topics, some like
you can hear
controversial. You just gotta kind of get in there and just listen. Like there's a wide range of things that we talk about,
and that's why I don't clown on any style like conscious, whether it's conscious hip hop,
Right. I never understood that. Anyways, I never understood how that. Why would you just pigeonhole yourself and not be wide open to everything?
Facts. Like, why put yourself in a box? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, open yourself to be like the possibilities are endless. Music is music. You know,
you never know.
No, the
It
crossovers
might-
like of genres now, like there's influences in all of it. So why would you not
Right.
take advantage of like why? You know,
Why limit yourself? Why?
Exactly. Why limit yourself?
And that's why I mean, and that's all these rappers, man. Like you would think that you just why would you not be able to do it all,
right?
Like, or at least like what you're saying, empathize so that you can actually feel what somebody doing or respect what somebody are doing. Like even though it might not be your cup of tea or might.
I got a sports spin on it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's young kids specializing in sports, like where they just go all in on baseball or all in on basketball or all in, like everybody's looking for that, like their lottery ticket. And so like everybody's kind of like looking for like the easy way. And hip hop ain't easy. Sometimes it takes 20, 30 years, bro. Like
Man,
it's a lifestyle. It's a life. You know what I mean?
you ain't
like,
lying.
De La Soul just got their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
And it
So that's
grows
the-
with you. Like you can hear people's progression over time,
Like,
like how
Yeah.
they've gotten better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
oh yeah, when I listen to stuff that I've done 6-7 years ago, man, I'm like, man. this
Yeah,
is
it's like when you see like a baby picture or like a
Supposed
picture
to.
where you like lost a whole lot of weight and you're like, man, I don't even look the same. Like I don't even
Right.
like, you know what I mean? Like that's how music is sometimes. Like you grow in it, you evolve in it, and you're like, I don't look the same anymore. Like now it's different, you know,
Mhm.
and that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
Yep.
to me. And if you ain't growing, then you stagnant.
You stagnant, and then you
Right.
might as well give up the ghost at that point because you know.
Yeah, we've had these hard discussions with artists in the past here on this show about, you know, to grow. And even in like this podcast type platform like this, like you constantly have to be trying to find ways, to progress. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It just can't be like
because we're ever evolving. It's just who we are as human beings, even.
yeah, you can't just like leave. You can't leave if you're stagnant. Like as much as I used to be like, I didn't like the fact that I went into like country rap and grabbed a bag or whatever. Even though I am a country dude,
There was purpose there, there was
But it
growth
was-
there, and it was needed, and it was
but as a
a
hood
reason
dude,
for a season.
Yeah. But as
Yeah.
a hood dude, that something taking and doing music on different topics and different things actually grew me as an artist.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
all I was talking about was trapping and all the stuff before that. And
Hey,
then,
Danny, just promise me one thing. If you ever come across the idea of making another country ass rap song, fucking do it. Just
Oh,
do
yeah.
it. Like,
Mhm.
fuck all
we
these
got some
stereotypes
in the
and
vault
shit.
right now.
Yeah,
Like, do it.
We got
Don't
some in the
fucking
vault
think
right now.
about
Don't
it.
worry.
Oh, fuck this world. Don't ask me for shit.
See,
Everything I get, I got to
you
work
gotta
hard
work
for it.
hard for it.
Man,
Man, we
fuck
love
that.
all music, man.
When you
The
hear the
country
one-
album's coming out soon.
when you hear the one that we did, it's coming out October 20th. Man, that song is like so crazy, man, because it's like a bar song, but it has like this beat in it.
Well, which one is that? That's
The Irish whiskey
Yeah,
record.
Irish whiskey. You're
We did
gonna
a
like
record
that.
called
Oh shit! Okay.
You're gonna like that.
and it's just how it was, like how we did it, and it had like this crazy beat. So you had to come in and you had to rap like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You had to count these crazy bars that you were rapping on it, and then guy we did the record with, Hard Target, major artist, man, travels all over the place, man. Been at it for years, man, and dude, like great artist too. If y'all write that
Please
down,
look up Hard Target. I
Hard
promise
Target.
you won't be disappointed.
Like the movie, bro. Like you remember the Uncle John Club, man?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Hard
Yeah.
Target. I wrote it down.
Spelt
I'm looking it up.
Spelt the same way, but man, he's got a whole crew, man, and they're a very like eclectic bunch, like we are.
Kind of like we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like we're all from different backgrounds, different upbringings, different religions. You know what I mean? And
Oh shit! Okay, it came right up too. All right.
and we all like kick it and shit, man. And it doesn't matter. And they have a crew called Trailer Made, and it's the same. Like
Yeah,
it's like
Boondock Branded.
I've heard of Trailer Made. I've heard of Trailer Made. Yeah, I've heard of Trailer Made.
Yeah, Trailer Made it. And we got another record coming out September 15th. Me and Stephanie with Crowny Gambino, which is a part of the Crowny.
Man, that's
And he he got like this whole New Jersey, but he sounds kind of like Benny the Butcher, man. So like when I heard his like music, I was like, yo, this shit is let's do this. Like let's do a song right now. I was in the studio and I sent him one. I was like, he shot it back. He got up with Target and recorded it and stuff and was like, okay, send it back to me. And I'm like, this is what I wanted. It's that flow.
No,
is what I
they
wanted,
got
bro.
a nice team over there.
And,
they work very nice together.
And we've been connected with him for years. He runs with a guy named Simple Man, and Simple Man is like,
we got Corey Spears over there.
yeah, like Simple Man
we got
and Mike.
Breadwin over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
One of the dopest
Check them all out.
film
They're all
guys, man.
dope.
So yeah, nothing but respect for that crew though. They carry themselves like in a just it's professional, man. But it's
They're always
also
uplifting each other
but
and
it's
always
uplifting
promoting
and
each other and always just like it's a tight knit crew.
yeah.
We respect it for
And
sure.
so we felt right at home.
Needs that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word up.
So in this, because we're two completely different crews, but like you'll see us at events and you couldn't tell the difference. Like we're all like
No, we all kick
just
it
kicking
together.
it
We just
together,
family, man.
But-
Music family is family. We just
Good
family.
word. Good word.
But the Irish whiskey joint, October 20th, man, it's like to me, I think this
might be the
yeah,
next Mud Cricket.
this might be the one, bro. Like this might be the next one, man. So it's because it's so different from anything we've done.
Yeah.
And as a just that beat also.
All I know is Jameson, if you're listening,
Right.
I'm gonna need me a
Sponsorship.
big
I'm gonna need
sponsorship after
for
this song. Cause
So let's push. Let's get a
you
big,
all over it, okay.
We need a big St. Patty. We need a big St. Patty's Day push too. A big St. Patty's
Word.
push.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh
okay.
yeah. Oh yeah.
We waited.
That would be huge.
We waited to drop the record because we've had the record done for like months and months, but it was so hot and it's like record breaking, like hot. Then was like, man, it just don't feel like Irish whiskey drinking weather. Even though we drink Irish whiskey all the time, but I'm like, let's get fall where the leaves is falling, everything's cool, man, and just give it a different feel, man, and just October 20. I was like, October 20, right before Halloween, all that stuff. Let's do it then, and then we'll do all these crazy videos to like promote it and stuff like this, like
right.
the whole week before we come out, man. Like I'm just gonna be pulling up at like random bars and we call it cowboy style, bro. We just walk in, boom, throw $10 on the table and be like, shot at Jameson, and I'll be in the thing and just take a picture.
Look, he's already
it's gonna be the
coming
funnest
up with the
I
plan.
know.
This is what happens all the time.
So it's like it's going, man. I'm pumped about promoting the record.
No, me too. It's gonna be good, y'all.
Yeah. And I haven't done when it takes a lot for me to get excited about a song when you've done music as long and rapped as long. Like sometimes I feel like, man, can I even like how many more verses do I have in me? You know what I'm saying? I've been rapping since I was like 15 years old, like on a level where I was writing hooks for people and I wrote verses for other people and all this other stuff. So it's just like, how long can you do this? And then,
but then
as long as you want to,
forever.
Yeah,
as long as you have the desire.
Yeah, songs like Maybe come up though. Yeah. And I felt the same way about Maybe. I was like, yo, this is a record right here. Like the one you just played. I'm like,
yeah.
When I recorded that, I got excited. I was like, yo, this is what I do it for.
I think our projects with Teacher have definitely brought out a different.
Oh yeah, just me and him and her.
I don't know. It's a different vibe. Like
we would try to write before we get there. We would bounce stuff off of each other. But like we would get there and be like, "You ain't wrote shit."
Total switch.
Like,
yeah, you ain't wrote shit, man. So we in there like
then we gotta try to get crunk. We gotta crunk each, and then we gotta start like pumping each other up. And we're like, all right, you got a verse, you got two. I'll help you with the third. Let's go. Get in there. Don't even think about it.
Like a sports team.
Yeah. Record it now. Let's go.
So that was a help. It was like almost lighting another fire. Like I was
igniting each other's fire. Just like, yeah, for sure. That's what it takes. It takes a team to do that. Sometimes you gotta be reminded why you do it, and revive the passion and keep it going.
That's what this dude does for me, man.
Oh, Yard Carl is like.
Let's give over this comment.
He's a cat from man, he's Middle Georgia dude. Like Macon area, man. One of the like kindest souls that you'll ever meet. Don't sound like it on the record. Like he growling and stuff like that, bro. Like, scary. I mean, and then you meet him and he's super like impressive when you meet him in person because he's like 6'1", like he's like big as the door, bro. So you can't like So you if you go like I'll post a picture. I'll post a picture and see the difference. Like me, like I'm like 5'9", fighting Irish mascot since we got off the boat, like type dude, right? No, this dude got some German in him somewhere, bro. Like this dude is massive, like something. Like if he dies, he dies. Like Rocky type dude, like Dolph Lundgren, but he's just huge. But my bad. But he's huge, massive dude. But one of the nicest people that you'll meet. But the dude is nobody's ever really gave him the time and just like the spotlight that he needs, because he's actually fire. Like he's dope ass rapper. Like
Spitter.
Yeah, man. And the song came about when we were at a video shoot for Yin.
Somebody got a train going by.
Oh, what? Okay, I heard that.
That's
too.
my house. That's my house.
We have a train that goes by our
You know
house
where I'm.
That's why I was like,
you know where I'm at. You know where I'm at. So
I thought it was a sound drop.
yeah. No, ain't no sound drop.
I was like, what am I hearing?
That's the crickets in the background. No.
Mm-hmm. I know that sound. I hear it multiple times a night.
Yeah, I used to live by a train.
Just right there.
Mm-hmm.
Loud as hell.
But yeah,
Hip
nobody.
Hop Food Spot. Oh, sorry about that, Danny. Hip Hop Food Spot said 3 claps on the interview tonight. Thank you, Hip Hop Food Spot. We appreciate that, bro.
This is a dope experience. Dope experience.
Thank you, man.
So the other song that I liked, it was that song with Yard Call, was God Got Me. I mean, I liked them all, but this is the first 2 I played for Deuce tonight. And he was like, oh, man. But this is good.
Right on time.
God got me, man. It was just like we wanted to be as realistic as like that. That's my life, man. That's how I grew up. That's how I was raised and all that stuff. Like all of that stuff, man, is fact. You know what I mean? And so when we were sending it out to people, Yard Call was like, no, I got this, bro. Just I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. And,
right.
And you don't even think of him as a rapper, because like he showed up with snakeskin boots.
I know.
But like he had snakeskin boots on, bro. Like yeah.
And then
he had a cowboy hat.
And then I heard his verse and I was like, where did that come from?
She never heard his verse. Nah, man, he can rap, man. He can spit.
Oh, I know he can rap for real.
So there was a lot of stuff that came out of that day at that video shoot.
Nah, that was beautiful though. Twerking at the
twerking at the
twerking at the hoedown.
Twerking at the hoedown.
Twerking at the hoedown.
Twerking at the hoedown now, dude.
Yeah, that was a trip.
That was a wild ass
we made
day,
a lot
man.
of good connections that day though.
And guys that I've done work with, like I've done work with Hard Target for years. Like we did a song called Fuck 'Em All. It was like one of my favorite songs I've ever done. And then meeting for the first time, like he walked up on me because I was getting out with my cooler. Like I got a cooler backpack. It's my alcohol backpack.
I found it at a thrift store for $5.
So like I got it
and
and
it's
I
been
put
the
it
best
on.
thing that's ever happened in his life. Just let it be known.
So he like walks up on me. He's like, I know there's Irish whiskey in that.
There was.
And I was like,
word up.
Yeah.
And
man.
cups and ice.
And he was like,
we were fully prepared.
What did he say? He's like, well, check this out, man. I got a bottle coming. So can I get some of your whiskey?
You sure
my
can.
bottle gets here.
Yeah,
I was like,
exchange.
Yeah, exchange. And I'm like, yeah, but you could have had some whiskey anyway. But he was like, I was like, here you go. He goes, nah, but I know you drink Irish whiskey. So
right.
Like, he walked over and he was like,
it was like, did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Everybody getting everybody's numbers, and then all those songs kind of like happened like right after one another. We was all like, I sent the Yard Calls like, yo, I think you could do something with this. And then the same thing with Hard Target. Me and him just texted. He was like, we should do an Irish whiskey record. Let's just do this. And then that happened. So, but thank you, Yin Yang Twins and Mr. Collar Park.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Mr. Collar.
Mr. Collar Park.
Collar Park after dark, because it was definitely a little wild in that place.
It was pretty wild.
Yeah. It
It wasn't your traditional
hold down.
hold down.
Oh, there you go.
There was booty sheets
There
everywhere.
was booty rocking everywhere. It was there.
Yeah, it was like, wow, it was like, damn, it's like a strip club
In a cow
bro.
pasture
Like,
out
what is
here,
this
like
going on out here, bro?
That's what
Hey,
teachers.
What's up?
So y'all opened up for the Yin Yang Twins, and that's pretty much what it was like, huh? When you got to open up for them.
Yeah, but that was a wild. That was the first time the tour experience kind of happened. And
Yeah.
just they didn't even come. I don't even think they made it to the hotel room. Like they rented out like 2 floors. So opening artists was in the 2nd floor, right? And then
Yeah.
the main artist, they would rent like the whole floor out for the main artist or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And like, man, it was just like there was never
Whole floors.
you couldn't sleep, man, because there's just people running everywhere because they doing their own thing up there, right? And
Yeah.
I just remember what's his name? It wasn't D-Rock. It was I forget what his name. The other dude. And he just what did he say? He said he came in the hotel room. He's like, quack quack, Donald Duck, motherfucker, like that. And then 3 bitches ran with him to the thing, bro. I was like I was just like, I'm sitting there like me and my brother like, holy shit, bro. Like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, let's go back to Atlanta. Like, this is ridiculous. But
Where was y'all at?
Man, it was like Cocoa Beach, Florida, man. It was like you know how Florida.
Shit, I've been there.
Like,
He said, "I've been there."
Yeah, it's like
It's for a basketball tournament. Like, damn.
Bro,
What do you
like,
call it? You said that. Damn.
The clubs in Florida, they like 3 stories tall. They got like rooms on each. Man, it was a wild ass place, and I was just like, nah, man. Like, I had to reevaluate. Like, am I ready for this? Like, is this really what I want to do in my life?
Right,
this man said, quack, quack, Donald Duck, motherfucker. Like, and then walked in with like 3 chicks and took off running. And the other dude didn't even come out. He was like partying in the van the whole night.
Oh.
And I'm just like, this is some wild
Sometimes
shit,
it's
man.
just a party of one, man.
Well, he was a party of one. There was nobody in the van with him. He was just drinking at the van all day. Like,
I can relate. Party.
Yeah, but I mean,
he said I can relate.
I mean, it was big for us at the time because we was just like, yo, this
Party
is
of ones
this
are
is like,
never good either.
What was the single?
They're probably
because there's no one there to be responsible for you.
I'm
Right.
about to show our age for real.
Because it's you and you.
I'm about to show our age. Though.
Go ahead.
I'm about to show our age.
I
for
don't
real.
want that though.
No, this was the tour, man. It was shake something for shake something for the camera phone. Shake something for the camera phone. It was like they think. I think Wyatt Cliff was on the song, some shit like that, bro. Like it was crazy.
Why do I have some recollection of that? Like, why I remember that to some degree.
Right. It had a video and everything, bro.
It's catchy.
But it was like
I'm sure it happened.
Yeah.
It's probably when camera phones probably first came out.
Yeah, it was all like flip phones and shit though. Like, man, so that was the back of the day shit. Yeah.
What is that? What is it?
That's the work. That's my work phone. It's a flip phone. That's why when he said that, I was like, damn.
He's like, damn, I got one here right now. I'm just gonna show it. I'm just gonna change it.
Unfortunately.
These are like the Nokia joints though. You remember where you had the what was it? You had the
palm, another razor.
Yeah, the razors and the ringtone. That's when all that shit was on.
Okay.
And
I remember the ringtone.
The best part of that whole situation is we were just like 19, 20. All of us were like 19, 20 years old, right? And
if you don't stop talking about age and things.
Oh man, we were 19. My granny rented us the car because the car people wouldn't rent us the car to go on tour. So my granny, we had to give my granny the money, and she had to go to Lawrenceville to get us a damn car. And it was the worst ride ever. It was like a fucking Dodge.
No, your granny, the Chevy, didn't she?
Yeah, but she didn't give us her car. She rented the car. We rented the car. It was like a Dodge. Hell no, my granny won't give us her car. Man, she'd have been like, "Girl, fuck that."
No, she had a Cadillac. She had a Cadillac. What am I talking about? Didn't you?
No, she had an '87 Box Caprice. We would have never made it to Florida in that.
Mm.
We'd have had to stop and put water in that bitch 500 times when we made it to the state line. But no, it was like a Dodge. It was like one. It was a fake ass SUV that was a Dodge, man. And then,
Oh,
bro,
Stratus?
it was some crazy shit.
was
No, it wasn't a car. It wasn't a
Oh,
car. It
okay.
was like it was an
Okay.
SUV type thing, but it was wild as shit though. And it was like 5 of us, and we all like stacked up on each other, man. So everybody fighting for the damn shotgun seat when the other one wasn't driving, man. It was, bro, that was the longest trip, and I was just like, yeah. Well, next time I go on tour, this is not the way I'm going, bro.
Exactly.
This ain't it. This ain't it, man. Men got different, man. You in the car riding and doing all that. 5 dudes, man. That car starts stinking like hell, bro. Like
Yes,
wow, man.
Man's
Yeah, I
body
run
odor
on
something.
buses with boys on a football team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
God. Sweaty
can't
feet.
handle my one child after football. I'm like, get your shit out my car immediately. And he never wants to because he's tired. I'm like, no, get it out.
Under the Durango. But yeah, man. It was, man, now I gotta go find that damn.
No, you gotta
It
go
might have
find
been the
it.
Caliber. It was like a Caliber.
What up?
I think it started
What
with
up,
a C,
Sack?
though.
What up, bro?
Oh, started with a C?
He also interviews artists and helps get exposure to artists as well on his channel.
Nice.
Shout out to Hip Hop Radar Underground.
Yeah.
He's always working. He goes multiple nights a week, multiple days a week, whatever. He's completely accommodating to every artist's opportunity. So you might want to reach out to him as well. You never know. It's a network of like-minded people around here. It's crazy.
Well,
And we're blessed to be a part of it, man. We're blessed to get to know people like you and Teacher Preacher and Smokey Joe and
Hell yeah.
I'm always scared to meet the big artists, the ones you really look up to. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because I'm always scared they're not going to be who I think who you obviously think they are. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
It's hard to find dudes that ain't like nice though. Everybody's like super nice. Like it ain't like that. You all the like what I was talking about earlier, where it's like high school, where everybody got their own little cliques and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like if you're not actually doing the music, or you're not with this crew or that crew or something like that, normally it's all love. Like then you'll never meet anybody that's really just an asshole, unless they just an asshole. Like
right.
know,
and
like,
then and if that's the case, then
but I've never met nobody like that. Like I'll tell you right now, what's one of the nicest people you'll meet ever is literally Sean Paul from the Youngblood.
Yeah, no, he's great.
Like he we did a show in Wisconsin with him, and
the video shoot.
And the video. Oh yeah.
Now we're gonna meet up with him again next Sunday.
Next Sunday we got a show with him here.
He's pretty genuine, dude.
Yeah, so he's like, man, super nice dude. Like by the time we went to the meet and greet that we had at the little venue the night before, and he heard me and my brother talking at the bar, and he knew exactly we were from Georgia when we were talking, because we in Wisconsin. And he comes up, he's like, y'all must be performing. And we all just started hanging out. And then on my way back, like he texted me and was like, yo, let's get something together like ASAP. And then Chevy came.
Youngbloods was a favorite of mine growing up because it was light. It was lighthearted, kind of just like relatable. I'm trying to think of the verse. I'm thinking, oh God dang, AKA so necessary. Because I am very scary living in the month of February.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Bro, they call me. Yeah, man. Now they're riding on Ride 85 might be
85 cold.
Might be one of the dopest. Yeah, that was my shit in high school, bro. So like when you heard that record, like, and then I had a song with the dude, and I was just like, man, you know how many times I was like sitting in with like a CD player, bro, like the Walkman CD player that I had in the front of my book bag. I'm sitting in math class listening to that. You know what I mean? So I'm listening.
Presidential.
Yeah, man. Presidential shit.
UA.
George Bush.
UA.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yo,
Mhm.
yes, hip hop
UA
food
was
spot
the
say that.
hit.
yeah,
You
yeah.
don't
Attic
give a
Crew.
damn. You don't give a fuck.
We was
Mhm.
UA
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, Attic Crew, bro. Like Attic Crew was like they were like the younger
Cadillac
version
Pimpin' was a
of like
good one.
Dungeon Family at the time.
I was gonna say Outkast. Yes, yes.
Shake 'em
yes.
off.
I get
That was a really
get that
good one.
impression. Yes. Yeah.
They had a great show catalog. You know what I mean? Like energy catalog. You know what I'm saying? That's what was.
Right.
That's
Man, you had everything Lil Jon, bro, at
They
your
could-
fingertips, man. So that was
Yeah.
like
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
like people can say what they want about Lil Jon, man. Lil Jon had produced some
What are they saying bad
nasty
about
records.
Little John?
No, I'm talking about like just like the repetitive stuff you'll hear people say, but
Oh.
like
Oh,
that
yeah.
man made
Man,
that
if
man.
it's a banger,
I ain't listening to that
I
stuff.
don't listen to that
Like,
either, man.
They
we ain't
couldn't
on
have
John got
said
a bang.
we
He got
on that level over
classics.
here. You can tell we ain't on
I
that
would-
level.
Yeah, I would literally listen to Lil Jon instrumental album.
Mhm.
They
Right.
ain't nobody even gotta
Yes.
say shit, bro. Like I sit there and listen to that
Yes.
shit, bro. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
that was the first time I ever on a Lil Jon record. That was the first time I heard Pitbull, not the new Pitbull, but like Pitbull. Pitbull was like nasty, like
You been right out.
one of the dopest rappers ever, bro.
Yes.
I mean, I ain't knocking what he doing now either, man, because that's
Nah.
worldwide shit, bro. That man's
do
in
it.
Spain, bro. Yeah, bro. He's in Spain and damn France get money, bro. Like,
Yeah.
but the whole as a rapper though, like people forget, man. Pitbull come on that bitch
Yes.
and bust your ass, man. Like
Right.
that's like people talking shit about Dre, like Andre, like what Big Boy said. He was like, Big Boy, come in here and whoop your ass right now, bro. Andre, come in this one right now.
Probably.
For real, man. Nah, that
Yeah, I'm glad you
Yep.
said that, man. Because I used to. That was just his track.
yeah.
Right.
Pitbull's Cuban Ride Out, and it was a
Yep.
banger, bruh.
Oh, that whole album was like
Yeah,
crazy,
it was.
bro. Like,
Yeah, it was.
like,
It was.
you could literally put on one ride them up the whole time.
And he didn't. It wasn't always hard too. Like he had the tracks with what was her name? But he gave her whole track, and that was basically like a soulful song.
Oh yeah.
Damn, why am I?
What was her name?
Is it Numi? Well, I don't know.
It's so shit. Like it was.
I probably got it.
Man, that's my soundtrack tomorrow, bro. I'm gonna listen to that whole album tomorrow. Like, I'm listening to that whole album tomorrow, bro.
I might have
That's
to
it.
put that in the queue too, bro.
Yeah,
Just to go back.
Sometimes you gotta just do that, man. You gotta go back and listen to a whole like album. Like if you David Banner Mississippi album. Like
Oh my God.
Yes.
I just went back and listened to it. And
Oh
man,
my
there's
gosh.
so much
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you be forgetting like this dude's producer. He's all of that shit,
Right.
bro.
Like yeah. He
It
was
was-
an all-star, dude. He could do it all.
Oh yeah.
He basically
he was-
taught. He
But
was
then again,
teaching
he was
people
older
about
too, right?
Mississippi. Yeah,
He was
yeah,
older
at
the
was
time.
older. He was older.
See, that's what I'm saying. You look at the recipe, dude. Like when you get knowledge of it, like you know how to make a song, you know how to create a song for a niche. You know what I'm saying? And then go after a target audience, but not outside your lane. You know what I'm saying? Like not where you're just forcing something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you've have enough
Organic.
songs in your catalog where you've experienced that artistic path, like of creating a path. And that's essentially what we're trying to do here on this show is create a path through the digital verse of this world of algorithms and all this kind of stuff.
Mhm.
We're like, this is a place you can come back to the people. People
Right.
that like, you get to meet the people that created it, like Stephanie, like Alan, Danielle over there. The catalog's amazing. You know
Definitely
what I
might be the
mean?
most dope hook rider I've ever met, though.
What?
Definitely like that is serious. Hey, nah, it's getting a little late now. Calm down about all that.
What up?
You gonna put a beat on? I can put a beat on real quick. You can put one on?
What's up, man? Hey, bro.
He trying to look. He got to put
Nah,
you on
she
the
be,
spot.
nah, she be doing it, man. Like, we'll get a beat, man, from like Links up in Cincinnati or something, man, and she'll have something like 10 minutes, and she'll
Some
be like,
people
what
can
do you-
come up
what you
with them
think, like,
quicker.
what you think?
I like to
this?
think about them a little bit though.
Yeah.
You like?
What you think
Yeah.
about this? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't do any of this stuff that you just did. So that shit is dope.
Yeah, but
Like,
I can't do 18 bars like any given day. So like whatever you
16.
do, 12, 16, whatever.
See, that's the thing.
exactly
Oh,
right.
oh, I didn't even
See?
catch that.
I be clowning, man.
That's your lane. That's not me though.
Yeah, right, man. To be able to put bars together off the top of your head, who the hell? How do you cultivate that? It's not like you can learn that in school. Like it has to be God given.
Well,
That's why I always look up to the rhymers. I'm like, I can't do it.
Well, I like
It's just words put into rhyme, honestly. Like I
That's
mean,
not
I know
easy.
I don't know for him the process is probably different for a rapper,
Mm.
but like for a singer, it could start off as not even being a song. You know, it could be like just something you decided to write about, like say like
Or it could be a
a
medley, a melody,
poem or
a
a
melody.
journal entry or whatever, and then like it's kind of like a paraphrase or like a summarization of like something you wrote, but like that now you got to like shorten it and then add it, you know, make it rhyme.
I got
Melodic,
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
And so, but that happens all the time. Like I have a whole notebook of just things I've wrote about, just thoughts or whatever. Like I like to, you know, partake in the
Journal.
herbals, and it causes me
There's
to
nothing
like be
wrong
on
with
a
that.
different level.
Right.
and
Opens
I
up the
get inspired.
creativity.
Yeah, you
Yes.
know, and I might hear a beat and like whatever it is that like resonates in me at that time, that's what gets written. And then I got to make sense out of it and then turn it into a hook, a song, lyric, whatever, you know, like that. And that's everybody's creative process is different. That's mine, you know, but
Nice. I
to me, when
appreciate
you
that.
yeah.
to me when you rapping, it's like it's more of like you can like anybody can rap, but like are you gonna have cadence? Like
Right.
all of that is a big part. Like especially just being
So-
being in the pocket a lot.
So
And
let me
a lot
ask
of
you
rappers
this.
don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, since you're the rapping expert here, so do we pretty much gotta like, if you have like one rap, but you could spit that one rap like a bunch of different ways. You see what I'm saying? We're talking about like cadence, like you can maybe. I'm just saying, like if you be able to spit like in different ways, like you know what I'm saying, different cadences.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. Like if I mean, it's really
No.
on the beat, man. Like you can
Right.
you can move something to another thing. You might have to pause somewhere else. You might have to do you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
now, yeah, like that's why I always like have so much respect for like freestyle artists because
Right,
these
yeah.
guys are like doing like all this crazy stuff and then flipping and then going back and forth from different like rhyme schemes and
Right.
all of this stuff.
Like
right?
some people actually like some people have to sit down and take time, think about what it is they're writing, what the beat inspires, like, and then you know try to create based on that. But then you got these freestyle artists, some miracle of like God-given talent. They're
Yeah.
able to not really have to process it. It just comes naturally. They don't even, they're like not inhibited, if that
Right.
makes sense. Like they just like
Yes,
let
it
whatever
does.
just
It
pops
makes
up
perfect sense.
off their dome, whatever just comes in, they just put it out there. And I don't know how to explain
Oh,
it,
you
like,
articulated it.
because
You
I
are
can't do it, you know, but I'm
perfectly.
just like, wow.
And that's what I love.
No,
That's
you
what I
did
love.
do it. You did it in that song I just listened to. So like that we just listened to earlier. I mean, that's exactly what you did there, is it not? I mean, I don't know. How long did it take you to create that song?
It never really
maybe.
takes long, honestly. And that maybe was actually very much inspired by Teacher. I
Right.
think a lot of times, like I can come up with it completely all by myself, no problem. But like sometimes we're in a studio with multiple people and we're collaborating on a song, and somebody may have like a concept or like they might have a vibe about a song that I haven't picked up on yet. Like a lot of
Right.
times the song is created on the hook, because the hook is what kind of creates the atmosphere for what the song is going to be written about.
It's the
So like
headline.
my job sometimes gets a little stressful because if I'm not in the zone to write a
You
hook.
weren't born in Atlanta?
babe.
That's what I'm saying. though. That's what I'm saying.
If
So,
I'm
like,
not inspired, then like I'm like,
Yo-
damn, I don't know what this song's supposed to
That's
be
the
about,
truth,
y'all.
though.
Like I gotta pull it out, you know.
So
But
y'all went
Teacher
to a
actually
studio.
came up with the
Y'all
first
went to a
2
studio.
lines.
Y'all went to a studio with nothing created, and y'all just come out with maybe.
Yeah, it just whatever the beat inspires in you, you
Yeah,
know. I
yeah,
don't know how to explain it, but like you know how sometimes you'll hear something and you'll just be
yeah.
like, that makes me feel like this, or it makes me feel like that,
Yes.
it makes me feel like summer, it makes me feel like a memory that happened. Like I don't know why, but that sound is making me feel a type of way. Like
Right.
when you listen to a beat, that's kind of how it happens. You're like, man, this feels like, man, when I was young and I was doing this and I was doing that, and like, man, this song is inspiring this. All right, so now I got to create a hook that kind of like brings that together, and then they build on it with their verses based on their own experience on what I just created with this hook, you know, and we just build on it, and
Mm,
it just
And
happens.
it ain't always got to be
that's
the
dope.
exact
That's dope.
same
No,
the exact same thing or what about what I mean. It could be the same context that she wrote hers in. Don't have to be the context
no.
that
Sometimes
we
it's
Mhm.
it what I write,
that could
they
have
go
been
in a
something.
completely different direction, but somehow it just works.
It fits back
Right.
because maybe like what teacher attacked that song was just like he gave you a whole bunch of different
Like he gave you kind of like an inspiration,
Yes.
maybe.
Right.
The different
Inspired
aspects
you.
Like
of
maybe this,
yeah, like
maybe that. Like think
maybe
about it, man.
maybe
You
all
know,
this
like
stuff. And then like my thing is just like talking about how crews are today and how they just it's all like they just everybody's jealous of one another. Nobody's cheering on the
Right.
next person, and nobody's doing
Right.
any of that.
it's
Like,
just
Scarcity mindset.
perspective.
yeah,
Perspective, yeah.
I'm happy to see somebody succeed, man. Like,
Right.
if
Why?
you ain't
Why?
cheering,
Yes.
if you're not cheering the next man on, bro, then what one or what?
That's
If you're
what
not cheering
we're here
anyway, you ain't cheering
for.
the next person on, then there's something wrong with you. Like there's something deep, there's something wrong in your soul that you can't do that.
Right.
So, because
Yes.
I mean that, like, if you read the Bible or you read the Quran or you read any of that stuff tells you
Oh
right
yeah.
there. Like you're supposed to be looking after your neighbor. That's
Right. Like
that's
you
all
are
it's all.
you are your
That's the
brother's
thing.
keeper.
So like
Like
every
sports.
every one of them teach the same principles. It's like it's the same God. Like he don't tell you the same thing, just in a different language, and it is what it is, man. People
Right.
don't realize it.
Yeah.
They're trapped in
They
the
really don't. The
no. It really
legalism of
don't.
it all.
And that's
Well, the devil twists it. The devil twists it all up and tries to divide it
For
and
sure.
Hey,
It's
this is a
really
bar
just
from
sad. The
Sack.
sad thing is, it's just not. It's not even
Well,
complicated. People make it so hard.
that's the biggest thing right there. Is like that's the thing right there. When she's saying devil, she's saying it's maybe the devil called jealousy. She's basically like saying like
Calling it out,
not
like
that's
Mhm.
not
oh, I
the,
know.
that's
I hear it. I
that's
hear
not
it.
Mhm.
that's not the actual devil.
like that's
but
not
that's a
you.
spirit.
That's
But
not
that's a
you. But
spirit.
that
That's
spirit in
it's
you is
all
like causing you to like react this
Right.
way.
like that may not even be you. And everybody's had jealous
Everybody
issues,
has,
but
Yeah.
or envy, or just comparison, or like I wish I had, or whatever.
I
We've
tell you
all
all the time, I struggle with it. I tell you, that's what I'm saying. Like they
Yep.
call it major depressive
Yep.
because that's what I'm constantly thinking about shit too much.
mhm,
Like it's real.
overthinking.
Yep.
Yep,
Overanalyzing.
overthinking.
Yeah. Damn.
But that's the biggest
It
thing
is.
when you're writing songs. It's just you can take any type of like subject and spin it all these different ways.
It's
You know what
whatever
I mean?
your perspective
He
is.
was giving you a scenario. I was talking about that spirit that's in like that's feeding crews and doing all that stuff, rotting people's minds. Because if you overthink that stuff, if you overthink all the stuff and everything going on, that's what it does. It'll literally tear your mind away from everything. So one song, like just because the hook is one way, don't mean every verse got to be the same way or everything like that. So just that's one of the beautiful things about hip hop is like when you listen to an R&B song or a rock song, 90% of the time
Stay on topic.
it's on topic and it's a story all the way
Mm.
through.
Right.
You just got 3 different stories in one song when you're dealing with hip hop because it's always the perspective of the next man's coming up, and that's just That's
Well
one of the things
said.
that I love about it.
Thank you
So,
for sharing that perspective, bro. Well said, man. Well said, dude. That's exactly. We need to get that perspective back. We need the older, wiser people to have influence, put their hand on the shoulders of these young folks, and then say, okay,
sure.
I'm not sunning you, or I'm not looking down on you. I see that this path is going in the wrong direction. I'm just guiding you over to the side a little bit.
Right.
Like, go this way.
Like, I think we're all charged to do that in some capacity, man.
everybody.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know, because if everybody thinks that, hey, this is not my business, this is not my problem, this is not what I'm supposed to deal with, then, you know, all these other people like fall to the wayside. And I think we're all responsible for one another, you know, in some capacity.
Thank
for
you,
sure.
Stephanie. Yes.
and that's why everybody gets they get that's where all kinds starts drawing lines and they start doing this.
Excuse me, my dogs are out and I gotta go find them. They barking at people.
Yeah. Y'all want to take a break real quick?
Let's take a break.
Tiny.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, we don't want her all on stream like that. So.
We back. She got him in the house. She got him in the house. She's locking him up now.
We live at this motherfucker right here.
Yeah, that's
live. Saturday Night Live with Skelly and Deuce Cleese on the Hip Hop Show with No Name and That McAllen Family. Stephanie and Danny O coming through tonight.
She'll be back right here.
Chilling with us. Chilling with us tonight. Great night, bro.
That dog.
I feel like I've known you all my life.
That dog was wilding, bro.
What? How did it got out the house or out its surroundings?
There's probably an animal.
No, it got out of the house. It got out of the house, and he went straight through the garage, and I'm like watching this unfold, right? And then my neighbors was walking, I guess, back from we live across from like a park and stuff like that, and there's like all types of restaurants and stuff like that. So they were coming back, I guess, and like dude hit like a 0 to 100, bro. Like headed straight towards something.
He's going to get
somebody. They hard drop.
Yeah, he was somebody. Yeah, he'll let you know. He'll let you know if somebody's there. He's serious about that, man. But yeah, he's a little bitty dog, which is cool. So he can get out and do anything. He ain't gonna do no damage to nobody. But he's somewhat of a biter.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we actually got him from we actually did a rescue and rescued him.
Nice.
But he has a ton of personality, man. For an animal. For an animal, he has a serious like personality. Now you can tell him like to go to his room. His room is his kennel, right? You be like, go to the kennel. Go to your kennel. And then he'll like growl at you the whole way and like be trying to talk to you the whole way. Like I ain't doing it. I'll put it on TikTok for y'all, man, so y'all can see this, man. It's wild, dude. Yeah, his name's Lil Uzi Vert.
We didn't name him. They named him.
Lil Uzi Vert, and he crazy. He got like crazy hair and everything, man. He's a weird looking dog, but
he looks like a gremlin. You remember that movie?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. I picture that dog. Oh my God. I think my sister-in-law had one before it died.
Mousy, he's like a Maltese and Chihuahua. It's crazy, man. Yeah, man. Like, don't feed him after dark, bro. He get crazy, man. Don't get like.
I wouldn't say he get crazy, but he definitely get the bubble guts and shit on your floor. So he can't have table food.
Guys, I don't want to keep you unless you want to. Me and Deuce can go all night. We can go into the late hours.
No,
But of
we
course-
can talk and y'all can talk and we're enjoying it.
Yeah, nah,
Man, I'm enjoying it. We getting bars. We getting lessons.
I just got more questions. I'm
gonna go.
So you alluded to it a little bit earlier, but like explain the relationship to the Boondock Branded and how did all that come together? The Boondock Kings and the Boondock Branded.
we're like Boondock Branded. We were signed to a label, and a lot of people don't realize that you can't really drop stuff when you can't drop stuff when you're on a label by that same name. You can feature if you have the OKs and all that other stuff.
Right.
But the label was taking a really long time for us to like release something else. Not their fault. It was just there was a lot of artists on the thing, so we would feeling like our creativity, we were just like moving, we were rolling, and so we just started like, well, what if we did like some kind of like Southern Wu-Tang where there's like a ton of us, and we just get together and do it, and we just call ourselves Boondock Branded, and there'll be everybody. I mean, we'll all do like different records together, people that you don't normally hear on songs together, and we'll just all do songs.
Yes, we all collaborate
and just
very well.
So you just like, it could be me and Re-Up on a song, or it could be me and Teacher on a song, or it could be Biscuit, Controversy, man. If y'all ever get a chance to check out War on the Inside, it's a Boondock Branded record, but it's featuring That McAllen Family and Controversy. You know what I'm saying? So we just so we just say featuring whatever. Like you just have all these different things that you can put together. Yeah, man, and put together. So it worked out, man.
What was the name of it, Danny?
War on the Inside.
War on the Inside.
War on the Inside. Okay.
And just like stuff like that, and we were able to do that because we're not legally binded. We can do that. You get what I'm saying? And so it just ended. It
opened up the creativity to be able to do
what you wanted to do then. So it worked out. So and you got all these different artists that have a platform now too, because that I mean, just that Spotify, we listed as a group, so it has a platform. So literally
plays all of their music, our music, all of our music together. It's
So any of my folk could actually,
if we feature, they feature. It's all being played.
If Controversy wanted to release a song and he wanted to say, hey man, I want to release it as Boondock Branded though, he can say Boondock Branded featuring Controversy because he's a member, and that's cool. And he's gonna get a ton more listeners than his Spotify, because he maybe only has 1,000 listeners, monthly listeners. You get what I'm saying? And and Boondock Branded has 20,000. So you're basically feeding. You're giving a platform.
There's a platform
too.
For everybody.
A platform, and then we all can get behind it and say, okay, my partner just dropped a record, and just that's what we wanted to do, is just build a community of like people, like-minded people that
recording together, promoting each other, pushing each other, encouraging each other. It's just
family. Yes, we keep coming back to that word.
Super dysfunctional family.
Yeah, but we have each other. It's okay.
All of them are. Let's keep it real. All of them are dysfunctional. Man,
me and Con, we call each other accountability buddies.
Yeah.
That's my accountability buddy.
Yeah, don't eat edibles before you go into the club.
Being accountable, buddy. Don't do that.
Don't do that. You can get out the car and be like, man, should I eat a half of this?
Should probably not have an edible before going in there.
Yeah.
That might not be good.
I shouldn't have ate that Rice Krispie treat before I left the house. That was not the smartest thing to do.
Accountability buddy.
Then you're hammered after the first 2 shots and you don't even know why.
Right.
It's the edible, bro. You didn't think it through.
I've been there. I can relate. To be honest,
everybody's. So here's the key, and I preach this at my job all the time, bro. As a teacher, I do elementary PE, but I preach this all the time about smart men versus wise men. All right, all the time. A smart man learns from his mistakes. Exactly. A wise man learns from other people's mistakes.
Right.
Like, yeah,
Exactly.
man, I've seen
You didn't
somebody
have to
do
go
that.
through it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like now, man, like, and shout out to Khan too, though. While we're doing that, because Khan is like one of the dopest rappers.
And I say
ever.
the dopest underrated because oh my goodness.
Like, and he does his thing, man. He's open for like Ritz, all types of cats, man, and just he, I mean, 10 times the rapper I'll ever be, bro. And he's like 8 years younger than me, bro. Like, and he be pushing me. Like, he came down to the Atlanta, man, and just stayed with us at the house for a week. And we spent
Where's he
3
from?
days in
Connecticut?
Nah, he's from New York. He's from New York. Scattacoat, yeah.
Scattacoat.
Yeah. He's originally from Queens, but then moved to Scattacoat, Albany area, the capital region up there.
Okay.
But super crazy, man. Like, yeah, controversy,
Hip-hop,
man.
see,
Yes.
Hip Hop Radar knows him.
Yeah.
Hip Hop Radar knows him.
That's my
Hip Hop Radar is
accountability.
in the underground. Like, that's why he's Hip Hop Underground. I mean,
It's in
bro.
the name, yes.
He is like
out there, bro.
He's a beast, bro. Like he like to have a young cat. Like this is 3 years ago, probably 2-3 years ago, and he comes down. He stays at the house, and my daughter likes nobody.
She loves
Literally like
passed
nobody.
the smell test.
Yeah, bro. She follows
she
him.
stank towards everybody.
Right.
I mean, like her pediatrician been looking at her since she was a baby, and she still won't speak.
She don't
I'm
even
like,
talk to her.
girl, what is going on?
And so, like, literally just be looking, but she liked him, man, and that's. But like he pushed me so hard for a lot of these records. He's just like, nah, man, you gotta do this, dude. And then getting in it, and then being in like writing sessions with him, like, and me and him are doing like 4 bars back and forth, man. That's you're not, as a rapper, you're not always pushed like that.
What was the song we did when he came to town? When we went to
we did War on the Inside.
No, the spot.
Oh, Slurred. Oh yeah,
Slurred.
Yeah, we did a song called Slurred.
It's a fun party song.
Yeah, we didn't have no promotion for it, so it has like hardly no views. But we had like a hell of a night that night. We had
did it at Waffle House as all good night.
That was like the best. That was like and Waffle House.
I wish y'all need to bring that to Cali, man.
Oh, y'all don't have a Waffle House?
They don't have no Waffle House.
What do you have there?
That's
Please
right.
don't tell me IHOP. Please don't tell me.
Yes, we got plenty of those. Yes, but I don't go there. What?
Blasphemy.
Garbage.
Well, then you just need to find your local mom or pop or like black owned something Southern style breakfast. Because I am so sad for you. You don't have a Waffle House.
I know, and it was awesome. I've been there one time when we made a cross country trip to Cocoa Beach, and dude, when we stopped at the Waffle House, I was like, oh my god, this is so amazing. Oh, we got Roscoe's, I guess. Okay.
That's the
I can't say we don't have nothing.
Ever. Okay, Roscoe's is cool.
We got
Are they open 24 hours though?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess they like the Waffle House. Now I will
yes. Well, maybe they close at like 4 in the morning, but we were there at like 2 in the morning, so I'm assuming.
Okay.
Waffle House be like Denny's, bro. Like that thing is open on Christmas Day, Thanksgiving. Like it don't ever close, man. Like that place is just.
I've heard.
You meet some crazy ass characters in there, and they never. And no matter how drunk you are, they always.
I met this lady there once. Her name was
you.
Princess Jesus, and she had a Cadillac, and it was dressed to the T.
Oh, I remember that night.
And it had Princess Jesus, like everything, like banners and everything, all that. When she was a character, she came dressed, and she had the Baptist hat, the fancy little something and everything. I was just like, I have seen it all. I've seen it all today.
But they started.
Was it during the? Was it during the? Did we have? Could you have recorded it?
I think I took a picture. It was years ago. It was many years ago.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to go back and find it now. But yeah, I was.
They probably know her. She probably known in these streets.
It was interesting. She must be around about. I would have to say, like, she's promoting whatever it is. Princess Jesus is.
Bruh, like, dog, man.
Hashtag.
Waffle House is a whole experience in itself, man. Especially in Atlanta.
Smothered and covered.
Smothered and covered. Yeah, smothered and covered. Yeah. That's it, man. And like I said, and they always serve you. unlike the IHOP.
Man, I had a million nights.
Yes, the
Unlike-
IHOP, they kick you out if you too drunk.
Yeah, man. I tested that theory out, bro. They was just like,
They'll lose money. Just they can get more. They get paid more with the mistakes of a drunk person.
bro, like I literally walked
How
in.
is that? Oh, you $100?
I walked in.
Right.
I walked in and was like, "Yo, I was literally there just to get fries and chicken tenders. That's how hammered I was. I was eating chicken tenders, right?
Ew.
Like I'm in there like
Like
at the IHOP, bro.
Ew.
So like I'm at the
Microwave.
IHOP.
They in the
Yeah,
frozen,
and I'm just trying to get
and they just pop in the
like
face in the air
I was at the
fryer.
bar and it was right beside it. And so they had closed the kitchen. So I was like, shit, all right, well, I gotta go. So I walk out of there, go into the IHOP. As soon as I walk in the door, they're like, nope.
You must have been slizzard.
No, he was. Yeah, I don't even know why he's telling on
froze.
himself right
So
now.
I walked in there.
I had
they
to
would
call,
have
I
never.
had to call my
Jenny.
plug to come get him. I was like, "Hey, bro, when you about to get off work?" I was like, "Yeah." He
And
had
then next thing you know,
I'm gonna need you to swing through again. He can't drive.
I see the car. She had her
I
home.
drive.
She had her home girl.
I hit my homegirl. I'm talking to my homegirl. She was like, "You want me to hit him up?" I was like, "Yeah, time to go get him, girl. He passed the point."
I went on sabbatical that day.
He went on what I call walkabout. He went on a walkabout.
Walkabout. That's what it's called. It's called walkabout.
He disappeared from the earth.
So I just
for
left.
12 hours at least.
I've been there. I
But-
can't wait.
It's just one of them. Like I handled
can
all
relate.
I handled all my business by 11 o'clock.
Right.
And was like,
you got to do that. Yes.
And I handled all my business by 11 o'clock. And I was like, hey, man, I'm going to go out and I'm going to hang out all day. And so that's what I did.
Yeah, he had a whole.
Except for the IHOP, though. Man, hell. Dude, I'm gonna have a whole like Facebook page talking about banning IHOPs. Like just from that one experience.
They have to ban.
You gonna start a movement out of
it?
Yeah. Just from that one situation.
I ain't even talking to him about this right now.
I was about to say,
nah. He making
I'm
sound a whole
not
lot
even gonna
nicer.
go there with my wife.
No, it was a fun day. Like
I'm glad you had fun.
I was at the house by 9 o'clock though. I was at the house. I was in the house by 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
You start early, you go to bed early.
We ain't gonna talk about
That's
this
true.
anymore. It's a sensitive subject.
Yeah. Okay. How about them Yankees? Yeah.
That's a wise.
Moving on.
But that's a wise man though. That's a wise man though.
Right.
You learn
There you
that.
go.
You learn that. You like start early, you go to bed early. Then you have no hangover the next day. So be smart.
I need to adopt that strategy. Apparently, Skilly will tell you, but we
Day
can move on.
Day drinking is definitely better.
I wish my brother would adopt that strategy.
We are definitely too old for nighttime drinking. Hell, my bedtime usually about like 10:30. I ain't even gonna lie.
Bruh.
Y'all got me up.
I don't drink at all. It messes with me.
I'll be having show. I'll be at the show, man. I'll be at shows, man. If that show's like, what was that one we went on? We went on stage at like 11:30, man. I'm just like sitting in the corner like this. I'm like, man, like this felt way different. It felt way different when I was 24.
For real.
Right.
I'm like that meme. Like, I'm sorry. What time do you want to go out?
Like it's deep.
No.
Man, my knees was already hurting before I even got to the stage. I was like, I gotta stand here for like another if I gotta stand, and they always give you that room, so you're not out with the crowd. Like, so you're 9 times out of 10, you're like in your own secluded area. So, and everybody there, you're not doing that because you about to handle business. So you ain't like hanging out, like you ain't having this ain't the time of your life.
You're about to hit the game with free throws. You're trying to concentrate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to concentrate.
Everybody trying to drink with you. You got to maintain.
So you ain't doing nothing. You might have a couple beers, but the rest of the time you just drinking water and you just standing in the back and everybody's like jumping on. Hey man, how you doing? You like, oh Jesus Christ, here we go.
That sounds like that story ODB about ODB that Skilly showed me that one time.
Yeah. you like so you're just there, and then everybody else you're just watching, and you 9 times out of 10 you're like from a different angle, so you're just watching everybody having a good time doing their own thing. So you just like you're like my knees ain't
I gotta
going.
work.
Yeah, I gotta work.
I gotta work in a few minutes.
And my knees already hurt. Like you've been like doing manual labor because you've been standing there, but it's just because you're old. But like
That's right.
You just
That's right.
standing there.
That's right.
I can't stand that anymore, man. Like I'll just be like, that's why I be loving like when we do like festival, like the festival stuff, man.
Because you're in and out. Because you're in and
Man,
out.
well, now you're there. You say you got a 30-minute set, 45-minute set. That's cool. But 9 times out of 10, man, you're on the stage like right before it's dark, or when it's get like at dusk. So you're there. You either go on at 6:30 or you going on at 8. And then after that, man, you can go do what you want to do and hang out and have a good time with everybody.
So, but you show up. You show up because there's so many people on stage. You don't get like a sound check. You don't get much of a sound check, do you? Like you don't get
not
like,
often.
Not with the festivals. You get like, man, you usually get like 15 minutes, man, like of just like where you can actually mess with it a little bit. And then a lot of like when you do the festivals, a lot of them have like full bands with them. So whoever's headlining will have the whole. You usually have like two.
Yeah.
They'll have the whole thing, and so you can't move their stuff once their stuff is out there. So you can't move. So you'll have your DJ set up his stuff, and it's usually in the corner, and so you can pick the table and go to where it goes. So I mean, it's kind of like just a unwritten rules type stuff that when you're on the road and you see stuff like that, so you know not to touch their stuff but I mean, like I said, most people's really nice. So hey man, you want to use my mic stand? So you ain't even got to unload your stuff. So you can do that, and we can do. So most artists, because everybody's out there on the road trying to do the same job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
perspective.
Yeah, it's not really like a.
Well, it's beneficial for everybody if everybody puts on a good show.
Sure.
Yeah. Nobody wants to make everybody look good, you know. Yeah, you don't want to go on You don't want to go on after somebody that's really just
like,
killed
all
this
right,
thing, bro. And you don't want to go on after somebody that
hot mess express.
You don't want either one of those is not good to go on right after. You kind of just want it to just flow. Like, and you got us, which we normally
you want to peak at the right time.
Right.
Yeah, like exactly. I want, and you like as an artist that's like, I guess what you would say like mid-level, like you're there, you have your thing, you have your meet and greets and stuff like that. You go in and it's fun to do that, but you're like, you want to kill it so hard that like everybody's like, oh shit, they remember you because they would say there's 5 guys on the ticket, and you're at being like at the level that Kings is, you're always like second before last or third before last. Right. You know what I mean? Before it goes on. So you want it to be like this big bang, but you don't want to like kill the complete show either though. You know what I mean? You don't want to be like, well, shit, man. Yeah. So you want to help your fellow artists out. You want them to help you out.
Right.
So you want to talk to.
Like I got tickets for 2 concerts. I got one for November and I got one for in October. I bought Wu-Tang ticket today. I bought the Wu-Tang ticket today for Bentonville, Arkansas, and then I bought the Legends of Hip Hop Legends, whatever, with Goody Mob and Juvenile.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope.
Little Rock. Hopefully they sell enough tickets and they get to perform it here. But man, when I go, I know it's going to be different than what like Wu-Tang's going to be different than like 1995 when you got to see them back in the day. But they're pushing through 9 deep in the van. You know, it's more than that. But could you imagine how funky that bus was?
You think it'd be different seeing 54-year-old RZA than 25-year-old RZA?
Right,
like it's going to be probably way different. Like, you know?
Right.
It's I bet it's complete. Like us being on the road with Yin Yang Twins, I'm pretty sure that being on the road with Yin Yang Twins is completely different than when we was on the road with Yin Yang Twins in Florida in 2005. You know what I mean? So,
you think?
They probably like, man, I'm just trying to get back to my grandkids, man. It's just so much.
Exactly.
Like I don't even like. I don't even want to be.
My knees is
right
hurting.
Yeah, my knees is hurting. That's literally the words that you hear coming out of our mouths like all the time. Like, shit. Like, man, anybody got an aspirin? My back is hurting, bro. Like
my whole
Right,
body
my back
hurts.
is tightening. Oh my god, yeah.
My whole body hurts all the
The
damn
struggle
time.
is real.
that's what.
I
That's what
realize
shit
it
is.
ain't gonna get. I realize it ain't gonna get no better either. It ain't
No.
ever gonna
Nah,
get better.
nah.
And
No.
it's not.
We
It's
we
not.
used to get bad. We used to be like used to hear stuff like this. Oh man, let's get rounds of shots. You want to get all? It's like, nah, man, I need ibuprofen. Let's go get that.
You got some time.
It's like, man, I
Yes.
shouldn't have ate that burger I shouldn't have ate that burger when you came in here like this. You got antacids?
Anybody
Man?
got any Tums?
That's old. That's the old man tour now, bro. It's like that.
Yeah,
That's what it's like.
Hell yeah.
That's the like. This is the stuff I wish rappers would talk about.
For real.
Right.
Let's keep it real. Come on.
Keep it real. Yeah, 100.
Yeah,
That's
like,
what we're supposed to be doing.
so because I mean I'm old enough to feel all that, man. But I'm still young at heart. You get what I'm saying? So like I'm still young at heart. I'm just
We still okay.
Yeah. Because we chilling from, like I posted the other day, from we chilling from 93 till infinity. We said that. We proclaimed that.
Facts. Claiming that 100.
We chilling. Yeah.
Well, what I love is I see like all these like Rock the Bell tours and Wu-Tang tours, and they're selling out everything. They're like selling out all types of stuff. And that's to see that type of stuff is like what's cool. These ain't small shows. These are like, 5 to 15,000 like amphitheaters. They're selling out.
Isn't that how
bro.
it's supposed to be though, Danny? We trying to get my mom tickets for Smokey Robinson. He don't sing like Smokey from the 70s, 60s, 70s or whatever.
Right.
But she wants to be nostalgic. She wants to get that vibe, that feeling again.
Yeah.
So we chilling till 93 till. We already said
it. I'm with you.
Yes, right.
Oh yeah. So I mean my thing is just I love how they're all these guys are still relevant and still doing what they're doing, and that to me that's
me too, bro.
I mean all the documentaries that come out, everyone that comes out, man, I'm like that Wu-Tang documentary that was on Showtime, that stuff was like great. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing that type of stuff. Shoot, man, it's like all the what was man, I was watching something the other day. I can't remember the name of it though. And
Man, I'm trying to find this video real quick. I wanted to share it with you.
Hip Hop Radio Sack is like, he followed along with our path.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah. Oh, he said I heard that on something that was said earlier. Cheers. So y'all know what that means.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
And earlier he said he subbed. He said I subbed and I'm gonna put something on the list for Friday night. Hey, let's get it.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, word up, man.
Appreciate that, man.
Shoot.
For sure.
What time? Y'all that made it till 2 a.m.
I don't even know how we must just been
I don't know. We just been talking, man.
We just been talking for real.
Yeah.
It's past both of our bedtime. We just
we just get to sit back and talk, y'all.
I just did this till 2:30 in the morning yesterday.
I mean,
like talk about the
You said
so y'all ready, but we here for it.
Man, I'm gonna be
now
like
we vibing, man, and there's still some people that's watching, so I guess they feeling it.
Cool,
maybe it's needed. Maybe it's needed for our demo. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Yeah, that's well. I mean, like I think being involved in the culture for so long, when you see so much stuff, and you see and you can give the end. This is what's really going on, and that's what's cool too, though, is I bet a lot of the older rappers are dealing with the same type of stuff that we've been dealing with at festivals.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of these guys are running their own full bands now. So yeah, we do got about like
Boy.
10
We got like 10%
10%
left on
on
these ear
on these ear pods though.
Oh, for real? Okay. Well,
So,
I guess we can close it out with Skilly comes back because obviously his computer must have crashed. He's always doing 80 things at one time. Oh yeah, he said I froze. He said I froze. I'll be right back. Hip Hop Food Spot still chilling. It's from 93 till he's still chilling. Appreciate
that's
you,
what I'm
Hip Hop
talking
Food
about.
Spot.
There you go. There you go.
Yes.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna have to hit yours.
Oh,
You want some of mine?
No, just that.
I'll give you some. You want? Okay.
That's it.
oh, what? Oh, dang.
The problem is, no, the problem is when you get to the end of your liquor and all you have left is wine, it's not usually a good idea to mix your wine with your liquor.
Oh,
because wine is good all by itself, and it don't need no help. So that's what I'm gonna tell you about that. We'll let you know tomorrow.
What? I had some last night. Well, that was because of my brother though. I'm sitting there like he was his own one last night talking about like just wanting to talk hip hop, and you could pull me in when you're talking about stuff like that, especially like 90s and 80s and all that stuff. So you go. Yes. So he's like, man, we had already ate. Man, we'd order like 5-6 pieces. Man, we had like stuff for the kids and everything, and we just sitting in the garage later.
That sounds awesome.
It was. We ordered 3 whole pizzas, and the kids ate like
4.
Like
we still got a pizza left.
No, I think we threw it all away. Do y'all have a Little Caesars where you're at?
Do we have a what?
I had Little Caesars today.
Oh, Little Caesars.
Yeah. Little Caesars is trash. I'm just letting you know.
But without doubt.
But
poor people food.
But we have something that's like Little Caesars, but a little bit better, and it's called Riverside.
Still not great.
So we got that last night, baby. Riverside. But if you do not eat that shit within 20 minutes of receiving it, and you let that shit get cold,
it turns into cardboard.
It is nasty.
Yes.
But how can
McDonald's fries?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't knock a $6.50 like large pepperoni and cheese pizza though.
So
like,
what I do,
turn that down.
Let's get a hot red
if you're ready
pepperoni.
to not cost you $6, it's trash.
And a crazy bed combo.
Yeah.
I love the crazy bread combo, and I mean that's the best part of the whole Little Caesars.
But you gotta eat it fresh. You got to eat it fresh.
It's not reheat food. No, it's not.
It's rubberized.
Yeah. That's definitely not going like to like a real pizza spot and getting pizza. Like that's not the same thing.
And we have so many like real pizza joints that like I just can't even do it anymore.
Appreciate you, Hip Hop Food. Appreciate you, bro.
Grab a damn.
Believe this is day one. That's one of our day ones right there. Hip Hop Food Spot. One of our day ones.
Salute to that brother right there. Appreciate you for
that.
We definitely
and all this food talk is making me hungry to the mouth.
I know, and there ain't nothing open around you right now.
Nah.
You want to get in that kitchen.
I wish Deuce was.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish Deuce wasn't so mean to Hip Hop Food Spot, so he'd come around more often. But
what about being man?
Well, I'm about to check him out.
He's always starting shit. Deuce is always starting fights.
He
starts
it.
He
picking at him.
He starts it.
I'm about to check him out on Instagram.
Yeah, he's good dude, man. Good.
We did. We had pulled pork. And then we did some
it wasn't even pulled pork.
It was what was that?
No, my mom. Listen, my mom calls me. She might have been up on her CBD edibles at this point. I probably had smoked the bowl. She calls me and she says, "Stephanie, can you cook ham because it's a pig? Can you cook a ham like you would cook barbecue and a pork, can you cook it the same way?" And I was like, yeah, I guess, Mom. I mean, it's pork, right? It's a pig, so why not? You can make barbecue Ham? Sure.
Right. Yeah.
So she made it a couple of nights ago and then reminded me that I told her that she could do that. And I was like, I don't even remember. I'm like, I don't even know if that's possible. I've never looked that up. I don't even know what kind of advice I was giving you that night, Mom. Cool, whatever. But she made it for her little group. She has a book club and she made it. And apparently it was banging. Like it was really good. So
I can imagine. Yeah.
she brought it over tonight and we tried it and it was decent. And I was like,
It was
shit. So you can make pulled pork barbecue out of a ham. Who knew? Now you know.
No.
Man, it paired great with the skillet chicken that we did. We did skillet chicken, man, like chicken breast.
God, y'all making me hungry.
Man, we had it all ready right before the game, bro. Mashed potatoes and vegetables and a salad. That's what we had.
Yeah, I mean it was all right, but like
yeah, it wasn't that. It was.
I mean, for a quick meal, we
for a
whipped
quick,
that shit up. It was good.
For an hour.
I was dumbfounded. I was like, ham, pork, barbecue situation.
I don't know.
I guess ribs, right?
When I guess
it was okay.
When I stuck it in a pan, I just dumped the whole thing of honey barbecue in it, bro. It just was like heat it up.
Thanksgiving, you know, like.
Know what else to do?
Oh damn, hip hop food spot. Damn, son, that kind of hit me hard, dog. Damn.
God,
what is dirty?
Hard?
I can't even think. Oh, and I'm not a bully. Come on, guys. Come on.
Dude, who's a bully?
Oh no.
I know. See how they pick on me?
Why do you smell like dirty cheese?
I don't even know what that is.
From under cheese. It's some of that from under cheese.
Oh, you said you smell like the from under?
Oh yeah, man! I ain't heard that one in a minute. I ain't heard that.
Hey, so there's a song on there. There's a song out there right there. Throw some cheese on that bitch.
Throw some cheese on that bitch.
I thought you were gonna say some under, but I like that though.
Throw some cheese on that bitch.
Throw some cheese on that bitch. Hey, man, that's the thing though, man. I can't go. I have like this whole thing, man. I like love queso.
Yeah.
Like I could like have it by the bowl.
Guess
but I'm
what?
trying to watch my cholesterol. Try to watch my cholesterol, bro. Like
cholesterol.
Guess the birthplace of queso.
Where? Texas?
Arkansas.
No shit.
Oh, where?
Look it up, bro.
What?
Arkansas.
That's another one I'm looking up as soon as I leave. That's another one. I'm just gonna be in there because like I might need to know that for Jeopardy one day. I don't know.
Right.
Who is the cheese dip capital of the world?
Arkansas. No.
Arkansas.
No. Arkansas. They created queso. That's crazy.
Where is Arkansas? That would be the.
Oh man, come on.
No, but
it's like where's Loganville? Like where's Arkansas?
Yeah,
Skelly already got it for you.
Oh shit!
What the Hot Springs, Arkansas, while others claim Texas. Wow.
Dang, do you see that?
Queso.
Oh
shit! It exists.
That shit is
a
crazy.
Cheese dip Historia, y'all, at that.
Okay, well now we know.
I worked at the restaurant. That's the only reason I know that.
Listen, this is in the category of things that I would call useless knowledge, but now we know.
Well, I'm a wealth of that. I tell kids that every day. I tell them out at school all the time, guys. I was like, they think I'm so smart, and I'm like, there's no way I can use any of this information. It's not about being smart. Well, you know a lot about a lot of things. I'm like, knowing a lot of things about learning a lot of things about a lot of different things doesn't make you freaking smart. Like
Skelly,
you don't know how to use it. You gotta know how to use it.
Our little microphones just died.
They said it was at 10% a minute ago. Dang, I forgot.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all coming through. We'll end it right here. We're just over 3 hours.
We had the best time. You guys were awesome, man.
Hey,
man, that was fun, man.
Thank you so
that was
much.
fun.
We had a blast tonight.
Yeah.
Man, y'all are hilarious. Y'all need to do your own podcast.
Y'all need y'all's own show. Y'all need y'all's own show.
It's just being real, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Man.
That's
talk about old rappers needing aspirin and shit, but that's what they call it.
Pretty knee problems, bang.
Well, hey, for all those people out there, for all those people out there,
being a bully tonight, man.
I don't want to get them muted out at the end of the show, man. I just want to end it right here. And I do appreciate y'all coming through. It's been a great opportunity for us. I really enjoyed it. And hopefully have you on again sometime, soon when that video drops. We'll do a video reaction and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, man, let's do it.
We'll do it, man.
Let's do it. I mean, this was fun, man. This was just like kicking it, man. Just like kicking it at the studio, bro.
Our homies, just like we just hanging out, chilling. We fam.
Yep. I appreciate y'all, man. It's been dope experience. I appreciate
y'all.
y'all.
Have a good night, man.
All right, y'all.
You as well. Have a great one, guys. Have a great one.
All right.
Enjoy your weekend.
Everybody.
Long weekend, Labor Day weekend. Let's get it.
I get an extra day this weekend. Yay.
Oh my God. Just thinking about it makes me happy.